1, 2 troubles in the room. We hit record and the vibes go boom. One says deep thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories it goes in half a mind. We laugh, we cry, we overshare too long. Podcast now every now, just double the crutch. Double Trouble Live with twice the mess. Double Trouble Live, no stress, just yes. We got hot takes, bad breaks, and zero zeal. Double Trouble Live, coming at you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Double Trouble Live.
Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
DTL Crew, welcome back for a special Easter Sunday edition of Double Trouble Live. What a whirlwind day yesterday. We got a lot to talk about. We are on early today because there is a $97,000 pick 6 carryover at the Great Race Place. That is going to set the table very nicely for the rest of the show where we do our low takeout wagering. My name is Frank Scatoni, and I am joined, as always, by the Chief Gambling Officer of Double Trouble Live. My man, thanks for saving my bacon yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, we were alive to some big stacks, Frank, but still, I mean, how do you argue at $1,500 for a $5 double? I mean, woo, not too shabby. And then they're estimating $700K for the pick 6 pool here today as well. And then
that's it, only $700K up for grabs?
Only 7, and then there's no other racing, no other good racing in the country. So I think they couldn't have asked for it better to have a pick 6 carryover on closing day on Easter. So I think the pool should be juiced today, I would say.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's gonna be a minute before we get back to Santa Anita, right? Because we take a couple of week break. Everybody's gonna recharge their batteries, and then we come back for that last final push at Santa Anita before we head into the summer racing at Del Mar. So let's get started. We have a special guest with us today to help us put a ticket together. I didn't actually put a physical ticket together yet because I wanted to get everyone's opinions on the races that are not in the sequences that we typically study, and I thought those were a little tricky. So I'll let you do the introduction because if it weren't for you, I never would have met our man today.
This is our guy, Steve Simonovich, all the way from Chicago. We'll let anyone on this show, it seems, huh? Even someone from Chicago.
Yeah, you guys can let me in here once in a while.
Yeah, you pay to play. So, the check showed up, we cashed, here you are.
And I think Steve-O's due this pick 6 today because he was telling us before he came on he just missed for $80K at Wagering. So, that means his handicapping is dead on. And so that's what we want to hear. What do you like here, Steve-O? We're not usually
the first race
players. I put a ticket together, but mine's
I got a ticket. Yeah. How are we going to do this? I mean, I could tell you what I like in the 5th. I could tell you what my favorite play is of the day. I don't know how you guys want to do this.
Do you have an actual ticket to show?
I do have I just did a small one. Like when it gets to these carryover days, and I've kind of mentioned on the show, this really is the only bet in racing that I've never hit, but I've never really played it much. It just was never my kind of bet. I was always a pick 4 guy and didn't want to do it. But I'll do a banner here with my pick.
Yeah, put yours up, and then let's talk through each leg together. Kieran, you take the lead because you actually have your ticket up there.
I mean, you could go really expensive on this ticket. You could go really cheap. And I kind of started doing my ticket, and I was up at like $244. And that is just not how I play pick 6 tickets. I like to keep mine under $100 or less. So this is what I ended up throwing together. Add banner. Let me see. There we go. I had to look for some singles, and a lot of my bets, how yesterday I was all about that number 10 that won the race after the finish line, Frank. I'm all about our guy
Prince Noche,
in the last race, number 8.
No, not in the last race. The last race you won.
No, but I'm saying my bet yesterday, the day was starting on the all turf when I had a lot of money on that number 10.
The Steve Knapp horse, correct? Yeah.
Yes. So my horse today for all my bets is going to be race 10. The number 8 is where I'm kind of landing on. But
Race 10.
Okay. I thought I had to go strategic. It's not like one of those jackpot tickets where you can spread a lot, which is great because it makes you actually have to do a lot better work. What did you come up with, Steve? We see where we are similar and where we're not. You said you had a couple of singles.
Well, I have 2 singles on the card. I see you have the 1. I singled the 1. Second time blinkers. I think the 5 is kind of a fraud. It had an easy lead. I felt like 2 back and
that's race 7. Which race? 7?
We're race
5.
5. Yeah. Oh, so you're singling the 1 in race 5. Okay.
Yeah, I'm singling the 1 in race 5. I feel like today it graduates. I thought it perked up with the hood last time. Second time out with the hood, it'll improve. I think it'll sit the trip. It was kind of wide last time in the 8 hole. It's in the 1 hole today. It can let things develop and chase down the 5 today and probably get things done.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the same, but it's like one of those things. I'm like, it's tough for me to, even though Papa is kind of slowing down a little from his heater, it's hard to toss one of his horses. And even though, I mean, his stats sprint route, 1 of 30. So I get why you're tossing him as well on the stats. But
I'm taking a stand.
I still, that's why I ended up, I did look hard at singling your 1, Steve-O, but I ended up just doing a little bit of a hedge on it.
Just real quick, guys, I'm looking at the tote. So the 1 and the 5 are both 5-2. The 1 is the slight favorite right now. And then the other horses that are taking money, the 9 at 5-1, the 4 at 7-1, the 6 at 7-1, and the 3 at 8-1. So it kind of looks a little bit like a 2.5 horse race between the 1, the 5, and the 9. But while you guys keep talking, I'll look at Will Pays and Pool.
Yeah, I was actually.
See if I find anything sneaky.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the Will Pay, our favorite thing, the pick 3, and the pick 3, Frank. The 1 is 236, the 5 is 240. That's almost zero separation.
Yeah.
And the double is where the separation came. Double's $19 on the 1, and it's $29 on the 5. So they pressed a little bit. They pressed a lot on the 1 on their double. So maybe they didn't have the 5 a lot in their pick 3.
It seems to me like if we're advising people in the show, you guys feel pretty comfortable getting out of this leg with the 1 and the 5?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'd be surprised if something else won, but hey, that Gulfstream sequence earlier was pretty wild.
Well, if someone else wins here, we could just come right back and, we could play the pick 5, and then we got the pick 4, and then we got the 3.
And then this race, Frank, it's been run 19 times. 17 of the winners have been less than 5-1. So it's one of these kinds of races where it actually is kind of formful like this, where it's either 1 or 2 horses, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, I agree with you. Well, let's move on to the next race because I thought this was a pretty tricky race to find some separation. Kieran, you are race 6, 4 and the 8. Correct.
And I mean, this is the start of our all turf as well. And just put it like this. If you go in the comments, you'll see I'm all about the 4 and the 8 on my all turf ticket, Frank. Yeah. But I also have a ticket where my numbers are 4, 8, 2, 3, 7, 10, 5, 6.
Yeah.
We'll talk about why later when we talk about connecting those bets together. Just so you guys know, in my all turf, my A's are 8, 7, 4. But how do you see it, Steve-O?
The 4 is my A play. Second off the layoff, it needed that race badly, and it ran well, I thought. And I think it's going to fire a big race today. The 7 I threw in, and the 10 is another one that's interesting. Waiver claim last time. JJ's on it. I included that one as well. So I'm 4, 7, 10 here with 4 being my A.
And I've not even kept track. So the jockey title is ongoing, Frank. And our guy Hera is up by 6.
Yeah, I think he wrapped it up yesterday, actually.
Yeah, he just needs to win, I think, 1 race to guarantee the title, or JJ loses one of his races and it makes it impossible.
Oh, that's how the math works. Okay. Well, they were celebrating it yesterday like it was a done deal. So
we know.
We don't see anything funny today.
I mean, I've seen those years where it was Pratt, and I think it was Van Dyke, and one of them had a huge lead going into the last 2 days, and last race, ended up being victorious. I'm looking right now through the jockeys who won to see if we know anything here.
We should probably move on with the pick six because
Yes.
we're going to run out of time.
Go.
I gotta keep my ADD co-host on point here. So because I'm taking you guys notes and I'm putting a little ticket together. 4 is a strong play for both of you, and if anyone in the audience wants to consider other horses, we also talked about the 4, the 8. I have the 7 in there, and Steve-O mentioned the 10 as well.
Yeah, if I was to tell people, it was a weird race where there's some crazy horses I do have on a backup ticket, like the number 5, first time since Pleasanton, but the stable does really well, long shot ticket. And then the 6, like if you're trying to look for separation, those are, I wouldn't usually look at them, but I thought this was the kind of day, if you're looking for long shots, there's a couple there, 5 and 6 in race 6.
Okay, 5 and 6 to consider as well if you can afford to spread in that leg if you're tight elsewhere. Let's move on to race 7. It's a split of the first leg of the sequence, another filly 3-year-old maiden special Calbred race. Looking at Kieran's ticket, race 7. He has the 1, and then is that a 6 as an alternate there?
Yes, and I thought on my other tickets I was 1-6, but I was like, you know what, I need another, otherwise the ticket gets too expensive, and that's the horse that our guy Hare is on. I think when he wins that race 7, the title's his. So I think that'll be his title race.
Yeah, I like the 1-6 there as well. Steve-O, where are you at on this race? Anything else to consider here?
I have the 1, but man, this is a tough one, obviously.
Yeah.
I threw the O'Neill runner in there, getting back to the dirt. I also have the 8 and the 9. I really like the 9 has such a long, good, work tab going on. The sire's pretty bad, first out, but I have faith in the connection. So 1, 3, 8, 9 for me. You can go in many directions here.
Wait, you mentioned the 8 as well? First time starter for Ed Freeman? Okay.
Yep, I have both of the outside horses.
Okay, so Kieran was 1-6, and then Steve-O mentioned 3, 8, and 9 as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean it's dirt for that race is why I kind of went away from the D'Amato horse, the 9, and his main guy's not really on it. So, but I get the 8. That's the Freeman horse was Freshu on it, and the sire is winning 40%. Damn, spitting out winners left and right. There's a pretty good work tab. But as we've talked about on the show before, Freeman, he's 0 for 23, if you can believe it. Debut maiden special weight, and what we talked about before, he gets the horses ready, and then they go off to another trainer when they're ready, unfortunately.
Yeah, typically he develops them for Redham, and they go elsewhere, but he gets to keep a few nice ones. He almost beat us on the line a couple of weeks ago when he had a first-time starter on the turf, blew the break, and then came flying late. Luckily, our horse held on to win. But, yeah, he's more than capable. So I'm going to write down 1, 6, 3, 8, 9 as we go forward, and I'll see if we can, if we're a little tight, maybe we go all 5 there, or we narrow it down. Race 8, which is part of the late pick 3. So I did a lot of work on these races. I thought it was the 1 and the other, where is it? The 1
3.
and the, yeah, thank you.
And I actually, Billy's been really talking these 2 horses up, and he can't really find any separation. They both have had really high expectations. It's another couple I debated,
That's
jumping in
info.
on.
Yeah.
So he couldn't really separate both. I think a slight edge to the 1, if I was to twist his arm here and he was on the show. I actually really liked, and I talked about it on the show yesterday, the 8 is my top pick, believe it or not. The Barrio Shipper from Gulfstream kind of intrigued me. Tampa Bay, I'm sorry. And, we kind of talked about it, how the racing has gotten a lot better there. And Barrios, I think, is starting to ride lights out on the turf. They brought this horse out here for a reason. They could have raced at Gulfstream and Tampa, and they came out here instead. And I thought that one, I ended up putting that one on top. But I thought if you're going to use one of the LRF horses, the 1 or the 3, you got to use both, is what I would say.
You know what, Karen? I actually upgraded the 8 to an A, so I have 1, 3, 8 as well.
Okay.
And Steve-O, are we comfortable getting out of that leg with just those 3, or do you have anything else you want to add?
I am. This is my play of the day,
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
singling. I'm singling the one Daria. I mean, this
Great.
one came from across the pond. Lots of issues two back at a mile, closed like a screaming banshee. Last time, just very professional at 9 furlongs. Just when asked, just did the Euro style quickening and just rolled. And I think you're going to see a coming out party today, and this is going to be a really nice filly.
Kieran, wasn't this the Phil horse that was working with Gold Phoenix?
Yes, this is the one that works out with Go Phoenix. So
Yeah.
and Steve, just to tell you, like I've talked about how Phil, if he puts his horses up against his monsters, he's doing both horses a favor. And Daria has worked out a lot with Go Phoenix before the last couple of races. I mean, got smoked by him, but still, I mean, just impressive. And that was why we bet this horse the last time, and that was my reasoning. Remember, Frank? I was like,
yeah, no, I know. That's why it's stuck in my head. Yeah,
because I was like, Frank, if Phil thinks enough of this horse to let it be a workout, horse with Gold Phoenix, that should tell you what they think. So, I mean, I really, when I was starting to do this, Steve-O, I kid you not, I made this my single on my tickets on all my bets. But when I went back,
What happened?
I just found enough reasons. I really like the Barrios horse. Barrios is riding well. And then I was like, well,
you see, he changes his mind 40 times a day and ends up putting in like 14,000 tickets.
yeah. And then then my bank account goes, no, we got to whittle this down.
Well, I circled the one there. We might single the one in the sequence if it gets a little too expensive, but right now I have
okay with that, actually. I'm very okay with that.
Yeah, I have 138 right now, so we'll move on.
I love the one, and you guys, I think 5-1 is a pipe dream.
No, that horse will be. We will actually know when we see the wheel pace. I'd be shocked if that horse. I think the 8 will be the slight favorite, maybe like 5-2 or 2-1, and the 1 will be like 5-2 or 2-1. I think the 3 will be slightly higher. That's how But I agree that the morning line is crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I of those 3, I like the 1 the best. I usually upgrade East Coast shippers a lot, but I didn't think that one was materially better than our horses here. So, but we'll see. We'll figure out the ticket in a little bit. We got about 10 minutes. Race 9. Huron 6. Well, very spready here, but 6 and the 1 are your top. Okay.
Yes, I mean, even when I did my write up, I've got all my horses, but I did write on the side 6 and 1 are my top picks. But I mean, for the pick 6, I could go, I did add 2 more. This is the race where I added a couple of extra horses to see if I could get a price in. And I liked a lot that, I thought the morning line on Commander was insane, Frank. What did you think?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Commander's an 8 for me, for sure.
I mean, I thought 30-1. I was like, I'll be happy at 8-1, but I think it'll be a lot lower.
Yeah, it's a massive class relief, and this horse is hard knocking 9-year-old. So you're spready 6-1, 8-3, but push to the 6 and the 1. Steve-O?
I had 167 coming in. I have to throw Lee in. The guy's hot, second off the layoff with Chasing Money. Nice first time starter yesterday that beat that really nice group yesterday.
Yep. Those horses do very, very well.
Yeah, they're doing well. But I tell you what, I did not have the 3 on my radar. It will be on my radar now.
The 7 is my top pick in that race. If I am 7-3-1. So if I was taking everyone's comments, it would be 6-1-7-3. That's 4. I know, and Kieran has the 8 as well. Yeah, that's gonna make it very, very tough.
That one you could toss off. That was, that's a 15-1, but I just thought, I had a 30-1, which I think will be 8-1 in the other. I was like, I need a couple of long shots somewhere on this.
Well, yeah, no, but remember also we can play these horses in our multi-race wagers. Correct. But Steve-O, are you singling the Lee horse? Or considering?
No, I have 167 coming in. I have 2 singles already.
Okay,
with,
right.
So I'm gonna go 3 deep. Now I'm going 4 deep.
Okay.
With the 3.
Yeah, I think you should definitely use that 3 because Palm is not going to waste a call on Jaramillo when he's
especially close.
Like 3 days ago when they drew the race, he didn't know that he was going to be this much in front in the jock title.
Yes,
so that horse is definitely live.
And that's how we nailed that big price to hit that double yesterday, because I was like, you don't waste a call with the jockey title on the line.
Yep.
These guys know, and this is a really big deal for this jockey. It's a really big deal for the, for the jockey agents. So, you got to watch all the horses.
And Venezuela. We'll talk about that when we have
Yeah.
a little time, because we did a little research last night about Venezuela racing and Jaramillo. But Kieran, it looks like race 10, you're single to the 8. Is that right?
Jaramillo, take it home, baby.
Yeah, I was 3-4 originally, 4 scratch, so I'm 3. But I obviously the 8 was my next pick after that. So
I've always said it on the show. I am a sucker for bullet workouts, and it seems
and bullet
like,
bourbon and bullet rye.
Yes, but it seems since Palma took this horse over, Frank. I mean, look, 45 seconds, 1 of 14. 46 seconds, 1 of 23.
Yeah, but
46.
Palma works, but he does work them really fast.
But I mean, and second start with the trainer, he's won. I thought, again, Hara got the call. This is the last race of the day. For all he knew, it was going to come down, and many times the jockey titles in SoCal come down to that last race. So the jockey roulette, you got to pay attention to, and that's why I was like, you know what? This is going to be a nice – I actually had a bet where I'm doing the Hara double, race 9 into race 10.
I bet Precision twice in a row now, and he's been very flat and disappointing, but I'm not getting off him today. I did like the other one a little better, but Precision is on my
Frank off angle is the biggest
gold.
ROI in racing right now.
Gold.
I was yes, he's off, yes.
No, I'm definitely not off, but it wasn't my top pick. The 3 was my top pick. Steve-O, what do you think?
Man, I thought that starter optional 50 last was pretty tough. Call Me Sir came back to win yesterday. I like the 3 and the 10. The 10, I actually ran a sneaky race there, had some trouble on the inside, didn't angle out till it was too late, and ran last in the race of 6. But that was a tough race, and it got that race, under its belt, second off a layoff. JJ's on it. 10 and 3 for me out of that race. I'll have to think about the 8 though.
3 was my second choice. I went 8 and then 3, 6, 10, 5, my order in there. And I kind of had to throw the 5 in, even though Kent's not riding, because when I don't bet Angie horses, I get destroyed.
Aggie, you're on Aggie.
Angie, my typos. You know how it is when I type. You've seen my emails to you.
He called Lorenzo Capuano the other day Lorenzo Capistrano. I mean, he doesn't know how to pronounce anything. He had to be corrected on Jaramillo like 40 times until he said, you know what? I'm just going to call him Hara.
Yeah.
But look, I mapped this out using all the horses, and it's very, very expensive. But I'm just going to read it out in case people at home want to write this down. If they want to play a huge ticket, that's on them. But at least we're giving you guys some ideas to put your own tickets together. So leg 1 of the pick 6, we have 1-5. Leg 2, we're all about the 4 there. So that's a single. You probably want to narrow down leg 3. I wrote down 1, 6, 3, 8, 9. So you probably want to narrow it there. Leg 4, we have 1, 3, 8. But we all agree that if we needed to single, the 1 would be the 1. Leg 5, 6, 1, 7, 3. And then the last leg 3, 8, 10. That's super duper pricey. But those are the numbers we're considering. So if you are playing, and you should, because this is one of the few times where there's going to be positive expected value for players like us, because there's already $100,000 money in the pool.
I was just looking right now.
It's takeout free.
So the pool's only at 435, Frank. So it says 3 minutes to post. It'll be 12 minutes to post. There'll be a drag, I think.
Gulfstream.
Yeah. And, remember they started at noon today to accommodate, Easter, but that also means there's a lot more daylight now. So you're right, Karen. It could be another 15 minutes before they actually get to the gate.
I mean, they're jogging around there, but we've seen them do that a long time. And why not? Juice the pools. It's just closing day. Let's see how much money you can get in it.
Kieran, you needed to go on FanDuel, because talk about a delay. When you went on FanDuel, you were supposed to do like a 5-minute segment, and they had to keep you on for a half hour because shoe repair in the paddock. 40
minutes. I was on there 40 minutes, and Todd Schrupp just kept going, dude, No one has been a guest on our show this long ever.
I know they couldn't wait to get rid of you, but there was so many delays they had to keep you on because they couldn't cut.
Tractor ran into the rail, so they had to go find a new rail. And then right when they are loading on the gate, they scratch a horse at the gate and they had to pull everyone out.
Reload everybody.
Ice Cold and Todd just look at me and go, really? Yeah, you did mention earlier, luck of the Irish, huh?
I've always been a big fan of Todd.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
You know, all the personalities over there at FanDuel are fantastic because Kieran and I talk about this all the time. And Steve-O, you know, because you have your own show. People think what we do is easy or what Todd Schrupp does. No, it is not. It looks easy because there was probably about 4 hours of prep work before the show even started. And then to be in a live TV situation where you might want to stay on script, but you can't because it's a live situation. Things happen. When they woke up that morning, they're like, Todd's like, all right, great, fine. We'll finally have that annoying Kieran on for 5 minutes. No problem. You get in a live TV situation. It's a 30-minute segment.
Yeah, but what's funny is they were supposed to have me on 2 races later, which was a Baffert 3-horse race. And then they decided, no, let's throw them on the one with crazy horses in it, you know. And then I ended up picking, it was 23-1 when the gates closed. And what did he win at 15 or 12-1? They were shocked.
To your credit, everyone and their brother said this horse has no chance, except you and Kurt Hoover. Kurt Hoover also had that horse when he does the simul show for Del Mar. He's the only other person in the world, I think, other than the connections, who liked that horse. But you're right. It was like a 20-1 morning line. It was a bomb the whole time, and then got whacked in late because of the scratch and all that stuff. But still, it was a really good price to give out on live television as the guest handicapper. When you look at that horse on paper, you're going like, what does he see in this horse?
And they even said that. I was like, sneaky. They did a trial run and they worked out down here. When you see Los Al trainers keep their horse at Del Mar, that's usually something's going on there.
So
I'll tell you what, yesterday when I was in the Players Championship, I could have really used that Mike Smith runner.
Oh, we were actually talking on the show before it came down. It was 3 or 4 years ago in this exact same contest. I was playing it up at the Eddie Logan Suite, Steve-O. I only had like $150 bet left, and Frank had introduced me the night before to Mike Smith. So I was betting him the next day, and he won on a bomb on the hill. And I ended up turning that $150 into like 12 or 15K and running second in the contest with like 4 races.
You know, that race yesterday, the one looked tough, and then I took the O'Neill horse because I was going to take. I liked the first time starter that you guys picked. I ended up picking the other first time starter that I ran 4th because I needed a higher price. My God, if I could have hit that late double like you guys did, that was really good.
That was really all Kieran. It's hard for me to use first time starters in a big full field where there are a couple of horses with experience that I actually think are pretty good. So that was really all Kieran. But while they're waiting, Steve, why don't you tell us what you're up to? You just did a show with Dylan Donnelly, right? NHC champ.
Yeah, Dylan.
One of our favorites.
Yeah, Dylan comes on a lot. We have Team Lone Speed on there, and we just hang out. We do live racing, tournaments. We did the Players Championship for 2 days. For some reason, YouTube flagged my content. They said it was gambling or something. I don't know what the deal was, but I appealed. I appealed it. Yeah, I appealed it, and they said everything's fine and whatever. But I do a lot of live content. Oaklawn Capping Hour. We had a show called Sunday with Hawthorne with Jim Miller and Emily Gullickson when Hawthorne was running.
Are they going to come back? What do you think?
Yeah, they're supposed to come back in a few weeks.
Okay, good.
So we'll see. We got a condition book mailed to our house.
Go down, especially in Chicago. You know, I mean, like, come on.
It's man, Chicago racing used to be really fun, and it's not fun right now.
They're at the gate, so we'll hop out of the studio and take a break here. And Steve, if you can stick around, you can stay as long as you want. We'd love to have you.
That's your handle, right, Steve?
No, I'm actually Horsebit Racing.
Oh, well, here. Send me a text with it, and I'll put it on the screen for you.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that.
There's a scratch, so there's going to be a delay, so even more money can come into the pool. This is like your appearance on FanDuel here. I just keep hopping in and out of the studio to make commentary while they are reloading. The 7 is a scratch. Was a big long shot, so probably doesn't affect much. But that means there's probably going to be like another 150,000 bet into the pool as they reload. So there you go. I think once the pool hits $1 million, they'll get it started here. Okay, that's enough. They're going to scratch another horse now? Kieran, you're on mute.
Oh.
I got a close eye on the screen, so if they're about to go off, I'll let you guys know.
I made a new bingo card, Frank, so people can check it out. Here's the new bingo card. I updated it. So I think we could possibly hit all the spots on this today, Frank.
All right. I want to make sure we don't miss the break because I don't want to be talking when the race is going off.
Okay. Yeah, we're about to
Save
break
that for after because I can't, or you can talk about it.
now. No. We'll do it out. They're about to
Yeah.
go.
Steve-O, one of our guys wants to know if you're Cubby or White Sox fan. Oh,
The White Sox
you're
are.
on mute. We'll come back after. Good luck, everyone. Always tough to start a sequence with a bunch of young fillies who don't know what the heck they're doing. Number 9, Redheaded Reba, 5-1.
And it seemed like they matched that horse too, Frank. And then they didn't.
That's the one who was
Acting up.
back out, come back again. Yeah. But I will say this, Kieran. What do we always say? When small barns win, we're very happy.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Daniel Gunn's been around the game a very long time. He doesn't get a lot of stock, but he's a very good quality trainer. Some good Calbred, some good turf horses. And again, Tiago Pereira.
Yep, long shot guy.
He rides the guys on so many horses. I know this one wasn't a long shot, only 5 or 6-1, but typically if he shows up on a horse and you look on paper and you're like, the horse is no shot, there's a reason he's on that horse. You got to give that horse an extra look just because no one boots home more price winners than him, in my experience.
So Jaramillo liked my tweet about us. I guess it's official. He has won the jockey title, Frank. So
Nice.
he has won the jockey title. So now I don't feel bad about showing my song because it was one of those things like, I know he's up by 6, but I made a special anthem for him. Do you think we should throw it out here now? We got enough people?
I don't see why not. I mean, we can play it all show long. This is fantastic.
From the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made, and Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk splash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Whoa, Jaramillo, riding like the devil's on his step. Whoa, Jaramillo, whip cracks, side attacks, watch that horse. Double trouble in the stretch, crowd screaming loud. And Mr. Jaramillo bringing fire to the ground. Whoa, Jaramillo, he's burning down the track tonight.
I love it.
Woo!
Wow. I tell you, that was catchy. That was
really
catchy.
good.
We have to give credit to the two guys who made it possible, Doug O'Neill and his
Yeah.
agent Tom.
Unbelievable job getting them to appear in the video there. Tom Knudsen and Doug O'Neill celebrating victories.
Took me a little effort. It was starting to get a little crazy, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, that's it! Yes, okay, done."
That was really good. That was catchy. I would put that on my playlist.
Yeah, we're going for the Emmy for a podcast soundtrack here. We're going to release our own album, but people will be saying, we could probably charge 99 cents for it, Frank, but people will probably charge us money to listen to it.
I don't know. I like that. That's pretty good. And right up there with your Turf Paradise one, where P-Val is using a walker and he's beating me and Kieran in a foot race.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that didn't work out for anyone here on the show, right?
Oh God, that was terrible. The 5 didn't break at all. My 1 got checked on the rail, and
like 12 times. Yeah, the one had a hard trip.
Didn't work out. Gosh,
onward. Now we got the all turf. Let's go.
Yeah, we could do that. I already did a pick 5, and all turf. I always forget about the all turf, and that has a low takeout.
Yeah, everyone forgets about it. That's why we try to do the show. But yeah, it's hard because it's not a traditional pick 3, and the races are spaced out. But yes, Steve-O, it is a $3 all turf pick 3, 15% low takeout, and it's usually the first race to start the pick 5, and then dirt race, then turf race, dirt race, turf race. Typically, that's how it goes.
So we're the even numbers. We're 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, usually it's
6, 8, 10, correct.
Yeah, usually it's like 5, 7, 9. And we have a 9 race car. But actually, Frank, we can convert Steve-O to our way of gambling, handcuffing the bets, because this is another example of a top-notch gambler and contest player who probably doesn't tie these bets together. Would you agree, Steve-O? Do you tie the all turf and the pick 3 and the doubles together, or do you just bet them separate?
I just bet them separate. Yeah. And I should play this more. And I always, like I just said, I always forget about this. I have played it before, but with everything going on all the time in the contest world, you just out of sight, out of mind. And I'm glad you guys are doing the show.
What awareness. I know you have, you keep an eye on everything, but do you have 1 or 2 tracks that like you really lock into, or when
Oak Lawn, of course, during the winter and spring. I love Oak Lawn. Santa Anita.
That's why you don't know about an all turf, because there's no turf course there.
Yeah, I do like turf racing a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oak Lawn and I Saratoga and Del Mar and all that. I play Santa Anita though as well.
Yeah.
But
and then when
mostly,
Hawthorne goes around, you locked in.
And then Hawthorne, because I go there when we have some horses running. It's just not a good live racing atmosphere.
Right.
I miss Arlington because the box seats were second to none, and now Santa Anita's got the best, racing as far as live racing, in my opinion.
Oh, the Santa Anita track experience is the best. I got to go to Arlington. Gosh, maybe it was pre-COVID. I forget. So maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, or whatever. And oh my God, I was blown away by that race. I was absolutely blown away. Just everything about it, and it was like so pristine. Yeah. Like there wasn't even a piece of not even a ticket crumpled up on the floor. It was unbelievable. It was so nice.
It was Frank. There are bathrooms in there that nobody takes a leak in. Yeah. Of course, there's some bathrooms at Santa Anita like that too, but very clean, unlike some other places.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I grew up going to Aqueduct, and then I used to see Arlington.
Oh,
and it was like and the architecture of the facility was just top notch.
Oh,
the people there,
the overhang and
yeah.
The turf course was, they can move those rails in and out, and it was beautiful. The flowers, the paddock area, just it's gone.
Yeah, it was special place, and obviously during the summer, always locked into Del Mar. But I have a couple of favorite race days of the year, and Arlington Million Day was always in my top 5. I mean,
okay.
I look forward to that day. Once summer rolled around, the Beverly D, such good racing.
At the Secretariat, the Beverly
That's right.
D, the
The
Million,
Casinos.
and a couple of they used to have some Illinois state breds on the undercard and some other good races, but
Yeah. Sad.
they tore it down.
They tore down Paradise and put up a parking lot, or maybe the Bears Stadium. I don't know, but yeah, let's move on to greener pastures. Now I'm getting upset.
Gosh. I used to do a bus trip 10 years in a row. I did a bus trip. I would bring people down, 50 people. I'd bring them to the backside. They would pet the horses and feed them carrots, and those days are all over.
Yeah, they're gone, unfortunately. But we are at the Great Race Place. I call it God's racetrack. It's my favorite. But everyone who's out of the pick 6, or even if you're not out, this is our bread and butter right here. Let's go, Kieran. What do you got? I know you want to just start talking about Hara for O'Neill, AA, the KK, the JJ.
Well, I couldn't get Will Pays on one of the ADWs, so I went to where I usually bet, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to put my bets in for the day, so that's what I've been busy doing. And I've actually had that done. I was like, oh my God, I had the winner. And then I look at the account and went, oh, you gobshite, you forgot to put your bets in. Yes, yeah. So I'm doing that right now.
You're too busy trying to hog the spotlight. Every time someone talks for more than 30 seconds, you got to chime in when you should just be doing your bets. I'm looking for your alt-turf so I can put it up. I don't see it. Did you even put – oh, there it is. Got it.
Yep.
Did you look at these races? Oh, you did, obviously, because we did the pick 6 analysis.
Yeah,
we did the write-up, so yeah, we've got it. Oh, Steve-O, yes.
Yeah, I was race 6 here. I on my pick 6 ticket, I had the 4, 7, 10, and I think what's the minimum bet on this play? Is it $5 or
$3?
$3. Okay,
yeah.
So I don't know if I want to. Well, you know who my single is, so I don't know if I want to do like a $30 ticket or $50 ticket or
and maybe you do whatever you feel comfortable with. There's no minimum or maximum on this show. Karen and I say we always try to keep our ticket somewhere, not much higher than 100 if we can.
Yes.
If we can. But by the end of the show, we're like in for 600.
Yeah. So we start with $100 or less. I would say, Steve-O, what we've learned, that if you had a choice between the alt-turf and spending the higher amount or the pick 3, you gravitate to the pick 3 and less on the alt-turf. Of course, now that I said that, the alt-turf will pay like $20,000 today probably.
Right, but look here, Steve. Here's my ticket. I'm at 111. That's actually a little expensive for me because I cavemaned it. I usually don't caveman it, but I had a hard time.
Don't tell Dylan. Don't tell Dylan you did that ticket.
I don't know, but I really don't. But I wanted to, plant a flag in the first leg, and then I wanted a single in the last. The scratches really screwed me up today because the 2 4 horses later in the day that scratched were my top picks.
Oh, but, really? I was glad they scratched because I tossed them, Frank. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, this is the part of the show where Kieran spends 10 minutes talking about scratched horses.
Yes.
But anyway, so here's an example of my play, but usually we'll have 3 or 4 different structures going on depending on our opinions. And there's Kieran. Let's see. Oh my God.
Well, you have my 3 horses that I like in the first leg.
Which are
the 4, 7, and the 10.
4, 7, 10. So Kieran, I have the 8 and the 1 as well. And Kieran, what do you have
in this first leg?
Yeah.
4, 8. But then I've got 4, 8, 2, 3, 7, 10, 5, 6, 8. I've got all. I did a Mark Gelding on 1 ticket, but I'm tight on the other 2 legs. So that's the reason I did that.
Yeah, and Steve, maybe it'll make a little more sense as we go
Once
through.
You see us go through.
Yeah, because there are horses that we might want to include in our pick 3 that we don't necessarily include in our all-turf because of the way we structure the bets, also leading into the double. So you can play these wagers kind of like holistically instead of just focusing on this individual sequence, because leg 2 of the all-turf is leg 1 of the late pick 3. and then the rest of the, then the late pick 3 has the dirt race, and then everything is alive to the last. So
And then
you could single on one and spread in another.
And then we could,
Yeah, that's smart.
Read the video.
you can look at the probables and the will pays, and you could say, wow, I'm getting way more than I thought, on this, the double going in there. I can use my alternate on this ticket to start the pick 3. Or you could go, yikes, this is paying really low on the double. It's probably going to pay really low on the all turf. I probably need to hammer my conviction a little more. So you can actually tie all these bets together to get more coverage. And a lot of times, Steve-O, we only hit one of the bets. We'll hit the all turf or we'll hit the pick 3. But because of the show, we're hitting it because we did a little pivot, and it's usually the alternate ticket or the pivot ticket that does it for us, if that makes sense. Like we're kind of, it's a hedge. I guess we call it handcuffing, but it's kind of like a hedge, covering your bases that you didn't do.
Right, because you could save money in the all turf by, let's say, you single in the last leg, because you can come back and use the other horses in your late double, if that makes any sense. But as we go through, maybe we'll figure it out a little more. Let's look at the money. We also follow the money.
All right, so right now, Frank, I guess we'll start with the pick 3. So the pick 3, 7 is the dominant. 125, like dominant chalk. The next highest.
You're talking about the will pays, Kieran?
Yeah, the will pays into this leg right here. The 7's paying 125 on the pick 3. The next highest is the 8 at 262. Then the 10 at 281. Oh, I missed the 4. The 4 is at 255. The 4 is the second choice, but not by much. I mean, the 7 is really dominant. That Glad horse with Kimura is like dominant. See if it's the same in the double. Yeah. It is the exact same in the double, Frank. The 7 is the dominant favorite at 39. But then they put a little bit more money on the 8 at 73. Then the 10 at 91 and the 4 at 109. So the 4 did not get love on the double or pick 3, which I thought it would. The 8 got more love. Well, I guess that's Jaramillo, so that kind of does make sense.
Well, how about the 10? I don't think I even mentioned the 10. Oh, yeah, we did. Rhythm on Stage. I think that was one of the ones Steve-O mentioned on a spread ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I had it, JJ for gains.
Are you talking about the nightcap?
No.
Is the nightcap?
Right,
yeah, we're talking about
yeah, this race. I have the 10. Yeah, I have the 10. I have the 10.
Sharp work, but my notes were just like, but. That's essentially what I mean. Yeah, has all the ingredients. I wouldn't toss it. Makes perfect sense that it's getting this kind of money, but I put it all the way down on my list of horses I liked. I did use it on a ticket, but
I think it's hard to trust anyone in here. They're conditional claimers. They're all looking for their third win. You can see a lot of 2 for 20s and stuff. So I wouldn't take a short price on anybody. Kieran, do you have a stat for?
Yeah, I was about to say it. So the favorite from 18 races has won twice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can't trust any of these horses.
And 6 of 18 horses were 5-1 or more, which is why I ended up doing, when you look at my ticket, I have that crazy spread ticket with like 8 horses. And hopefully it's not the 9th horse that does me in. But yeah, that was the premise behind it.
I was looking at that 9, Kimmer, and I'm like, Gennaro Vallejo, I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, he's been around a while. He's good. Solid guy, doesn't get a lot of horses.
Yeah, I mean,
this horse, it's back on turf. I mean, what's on your radar?
I know this horse very well because I've bet this horse many times.
Doesn't win often
because the horse has good closing times going around and ground. I think this is a build. Ran at Los Al, paid workout, prepping here, and then is going to probably route on turf next time because that's this horse's game. But that being said, the horse did win a sprint race, I'm sorry, hold on. What are we at here? Yeah, did win a sprint race way back in the day, but I think he's going to come on too little too late.
Yeah, and my notes were showed nothing under the lights last out off a year break. But I mean, it could have been a leg stretcher.
Oh, it definitely was a leg stretcher.
And you're saying, Frank, that you've bet this horse a lot?
I've bet this horse many times.
Pivot. All right, let me burn.
And the horse runs well every time. I mean, there's no knocks.
All right, I'm going to do a
pivot bet. Collapse and this horse is ready. This horse could absolutely win, but it's not one of the ones I used.
I'm going to do a pivot. I'm going to do 9 with all my other favorite horses.
See, this is what I mean, Kieran. We start with our budget, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, the budget gets blown
sorry,
up.
boss, I'm $500 over budget.
No, so Monday rolls around, you look at your account, and I'm like, my word, I hit some really good picks. And then I turned on the account. I'm like, how is my account flat? And then I start looking, and I'm scrolling through the pages of bets, and I'm like, oh,
right. You're like, I don't even know what this track is. Like, turf on time?
On the traditional pick 3, I guess I can call it that, race 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
I want to throw in a few more. I'm singling, the last leg there in race 8. I'm 4 deep there, 1, 3, 8, 9. I'd like to throw in another opinion or two from you guys in there.
In which race?
Race 7. Let me see what we have here. Is that no? That's
the pick 3 starts in race 8. It's 8, 9, and 10 today. Oh no, wait.
There's one right now. There's one right now too that you.
Oh, we usually just do the low takeout ones. I get what you're saying.
So this one isn't low takeout.
This is the normal.
Well, the all turf is, but not the traditional.
Not the traditional one.
Very confusing.
Oh.
The low takeout is the last 3 races of the day, so that'll be 8, 9,
the last
10,
3 races, and then the all turf. Oh,
that being said, Steve, you can bet whatever you want.
Oh no, but absolutely.
There's no betting.
I'll do a small ticket. Small ticket. Small. Okay.
So you're talking. You want some info on, or you want some input on race?
No, 7? Just we'll scratch that because then we'll do how many races we got? 10. So we'll do 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah, that's the
$3 for the regular.
Yeah, that's the one. And Kieran will agree with me. We've tracked this now since Summer of Del Mar. The late pick 3, it's in Southern California, is by far the best bet in America. It almost always pays more than the parlay. The pool sizes have increased dramatically thanks to the DTL crew. Shout out to all of us watching.
A lot of people got blown out of that pick 6, and that's going to be their recovery bet today as well. That and the all turf, I think. I mean, people will put in the pick 5 ticket, but yeah, that'll be their get out of the weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, typically what happens here, Steve-O, is the next race 7, isn't part of any of our low takeout wagers. So that's kind of a dead race for us. So we just go through the chats, we just shoot the breeze, and then when it gets closer to post time, we'll look at the probable pays from the dead race into the next, which is the start of the late pick 3. So we're trying to see if there's any money showing up on horses we may have overlooked.
I like it. Do you guys mind if I eat something and come back before the 8th?
Oh, whatever.
You
come back whenever you want.
Whatever you want. You have carte blanche, man. We can't thank you enough for joining us.
Yeah, I got some tickets in. I will definitely come back in before the 8th race.
Love it. Thank you, Steve.
All right. See you guys soon.
All right.
All right, I was looking to see if I wanted to do a pick 5 ticket, the fact that we're here, Frank, but I'm doing it in my head. I don't want to toss out some craziness. What is the takeout on the pick 5? That tells you how often I do it. I know you go on.
I know the early one is 15%. I'm not sure about the late one.
I don't think this one is. I think this one's a higher one, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Since Summer of Del Mar, Karen, the only thing I've been focused on, like locked in on just the low takeout wagers. That's it.
I mean, I've actually, look at my handle. My handle is California Pick 4. I cannot tell you the last time I did a Pick 4 bet, but they got my handle on my action back because I'd reduced it so much because I got so tired of having 2 big prices in a Pick 4 sequence, and I was getting like $99 when they used to pay $4,000.
Right, exactly. That's what the Pick 4 used to be the best bet in racing.
And now the Pick 3. The pick 3 is where the money is. That's the biggest pays.
Well, the $3 late pick 3. We got to be clear about that. It's the
late
$3 late pick 3. Yeah. Because there was a racetrack that did a low takeout $3 late pick 3, and we did a couple of shows and it did great. And then for their next meet, they did a $3 late pick 3, but they went back to the higher takeout and didn't tell anybody.
Yep.
All right, how many minutes we got here?
We got 4 minutes. Well, I suppose we could go to the comments, Frank.
Well, yeah, let's see who people like. Go for it. I want to look at the total.
I was going to say, I got to throw up the new bingo card. I modified the bingo card for today. Let me pull my ticket off. Hang on. Oh, there you go. There's the new bingo card.
All right, let me blow it up here so I could actually see it. Oh,
So we
by the
got-
way, I wanted to tell you I love some of the signs you had in the Jaramillo video. One of them was Matrix mattress. All right, Matrix, yes, I talk about it all the time. Frank, mute. Not yet, but it will definitely happen. Kieran, mute. Yes, already happened. Kieran takes a drink. Oh my God, it's like, does the sun rise?
Oh,
Like
I mean,
and subscribe. We didn't say it until now.
yeah, there you go. You're going to
Tom?
say all the words, and they're going to get the bingo card. I mean, come on.
Oh, okay. So, but I was going to say Tom before because that was a maiden race. But anyway, 2 free spaces? Wow, you're very generous.
Well, that's because AI said you're going to leave 2 spaces, because every time I said fill in the blank spot, it stole one of the other ones. I was like, I'm giving.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why is there one blank? Why is there a blank?
Yeah, I even said the box that's 4 down and 2 to the left, and then I would do it somewhere else. So.
Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you right now. I think that the hardest one to get is going to be phone rings.
Yes.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it does not.
But it did happen. It did just happen on Friday when we were doing Keeneland and they had a tote delay. And
Yep.
Our man Tyler from ExpressBet called us up during the show to let us know what was going on because we're like, well, we can't bet if we don't know where the money is. So shout out to Tyler. That was really cool. And then Jim Goodman at Keeneland, Kieran, he responded to you on Twitter.
Yes, they were like, I mean, they were like, yes, we hired your clown, and he's running the information to the tote board. That's what's going on.
Yeah, Mark Gelding. He's here with the Pony Express. But yeah, I mean, shout out to the DTL crew. Like, talk about the respect that the crew commands there. We're talking about a tote delay, and all of a sudden,
Everyone's
we get
like,
our man Tyler from ExpressBet calling us up with the scoop, and Jim Goodman responding to you directly saying, "No, it's a tote delay. It's not our fault." So, shout out to those guys. Oh, this is a good one from Terry.
oh, okay, yes. All right.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, if anyone has any other bingos, we can have a bonus bingo card. If you Radar Rob is the multiplier. You get 5 times the score if you get Radar Rob and a row.
That would make for a good one, indeed.
All right, Jay, thank you again, Jay, for joining us. Loyal member of the DTL crew, sharp member, shares his information. He's very spready to start here. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Do one or both of us have all of those? Because I don't want to miss out on one of Jay's
Race
horses.
6, 4, 6, I do not. 4, 6, 8. What else? The 9. That is your Kimmer.
No. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10.
4, 6, 7, 8, 10. I have them all. Yes.
You have the 6. I do not have the 6.
I do, and I kind of
Wow.
mentioned it when we did the Pick 6 show. I had like the 5 and the 6 I threw in. So the 6 is up huge in class for a winless trainer here. Last 3 races were under the lights.
Yeah.
Sharp works, and now they're trying turf here. And the reason I ended up tossing it in because it showed speed under the lights, and it really is a bad race. And I was like, anything could possibly happen in here. Why not? Because we've seen a couple of these Los Al horses that have had speed come and just do crazy win races on turf, So that's why I tossed that one in.
You know, we always say like handicap the handicapper. Jay likes to look at these Los Al horses coming here, very under scrutiny because, to his point last time, like a lot of people just ignore them. They don't even look at the form. So if he can find something in that horse's form to use when everybody else isn't, good value. All right, they're in the gate, Kieran. Let's take a break. Good luck, everybody. We'll be back. Oh, the 4 almost got there. That would have been better for everybody because it was a longer price, but that's why they're N2L conditional claimers, because they don't like to pass horses. Smart Code takes the victory. If you have Kieran not even in the studio on your bingo card, would you like to join us? There you go. What's the head shake for?
Freaking 8-5. Come on. Boo! Gregory should have won that one. That would have kept all the other tickets alive, you know?
Why do you mean should have won?
Just a little too far back and
had the whole length of the stretch to go by, and just they don't like to win these horses. That's the problem, right? That's why.
Yeah, they just don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, they're running in an N2L.
I mean, it sucks. I mean, I'm alive on the ticket where I had 9 horses, and the chalk is the one that wins. You know, the 5th choice. Well.
Yeah, well, look at me. I mean, I'm alive on the same thing as you, the big spready one. I decided to take a stand with the 8 because I thought the 8 would be good value, and the 8 wasn't anywhere, so that ticket's dead. But I am spready here, and again, Kieran, this is like the handicapping thing. I took a stand in the last race with the 3 because I know I could come back and play a double or use other horses in my late pick 3. But, you know, that's the way it goes. DTL Crew. I'm going to go to the comments, Kieran, but do you have any comments of your own before I do? No. Kieran's not happy.
No. I thought I might downgrade Daria just based on that ride, but that's probably me just being petty.
Based on the ride?
Well, not the ride. Phil's horses are just coming up a little short right now.
Yeah,
again.
well, that's true. We noticed that a couple of weeks ago. They fired, but ran. There was a streak where they were firing, but they were running second.
Like his horses are absolutely used underneath on tries and exactas right now, which is sad to say. Yeah, and then they win past the line, kind of thing, which gets frustrating. You know what I mean when you tag tickets on them, but that's why I'm like But maybe I'm talking Daria into winning that race now.
Well, he's got 2 in that race. I don't know. Yeah. I think Steve-O said it best. That she exudes class, and I thought both of her races were phenomenal. And I remember you saying, Frank, I love Daria so much because she was working with Gold Phoenix, and she was not being disgraced. I mean, she was learning a lot going up against another class horse.
Yeah, I mean, and they had hung with Gold Phoenix, and then he smoked them, but I was like, when we came back, and that was that first race where Gold lost, and everyone was off it, like, he's 8 years old, he had a bad ride, and I was like, no. And then Daria came back, and we're like, guys, both of these horses are the real deals. We will. The one thing, it'll be definitely a race to take notes. I do think if Daria exudes the class, I think if I said earlier, if I twisted Billy's arm, on the show right now, he'd probably give the nod to Daria, but
I agree.
Inbox is no slouch either.
No.
High expectations for that one as well. And
I'm excited for that race. Really,
that
excited.
one looks. Both of those horses are, and we talk about it a lot. Like you see some of these races, just like, but then you see some races, and you see the horses out there, and you can just.
You're on inquiry.
Nah.
Yes, and an objection.
I see it.
Head on right now.
Oh wow! Wait, what?
Oh, the 4 was coming in too, though.
Yeah, I don't see them coming. Who's? Yeah, they're not going to take Glatt down.
I don't even know why they're looking at this. This is nothing. Because look, the 4 is drifting. They're both slightly. One's drifting slightly in. One's drifting slightly out.
I mean, Frank even said it. That move that Gregory's Pride did at the end cost Gregory the race. Which may be why they look at it, because people don't realize.
When the horse came in a little bit, you mean?
Yeah, because people don't realize. Remember that scratch here? That they ended up scratching that horse because it busted out of the gate. I don't think there's anyone better in race calling than Frank Miramati and seeing stuff. And
100%.
When he said what he said with the horse coming in, that's probably why they put the sign up just to look and see.
I don't remember what he said, but that's interesting, and I don't doubt it because he sees everything. He's unbelievable. By far the best race caller from like a handicap or trip watching perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like he will notice runs before they happen.
Yep.
Like when you notice trends before they happen, he notices runs. So MKT, thank you for the info, Kieran. Look at this, because we were talking about late pick 4 and late pick 5 are horrible 20. Yeah, I knew the pick 4 was. So the late pick 5, yeah, that's not great. So that's why we stick with our low takeouts. Need to pivot. We're always pivoting here. You know that. Mike. Was pivot on the bingo card?
I did not. I forgot to put that on, actually.
Well, that's another one. Add that. Jay's going to be alive no matter what. So are we. Yeah, Tapalo. I was on Tapalo. Wasn't very good. But Lionel from Venezuela liked Tapalo as well. Welcome, everybody from all over the world. We love this sport, and we're so glad that we can share our show with everyone. The only thing we ask is maybe if you have Google Translate, maybe put your Spanish comments in there first and put them on here so we can read them. Our Spanish is terrible. Kieran knows cerveza, and I know gracias.
I know curse words, but I can't say them on this show. That's about all I know from working in restaurants. And then they probably mean something other than what I think they mean, too. Oh, I know what I am. I know I'm a güero.
What does that mean?
Pinchy güero. Silly white guy.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness! But we welcome you. We thank you, and we might have to take a Spanish immersion course because in like 3 years we could have our own Spanish speaking show. But anyway, thank you guys.
We've got a Mark Gelding video for the Venezuelan dudes, and hopefully, for all we know, I'm just totally making fun of their culture and everything with this. So,
yeah, if this is offensive to anyone, we apologize well in advance. We want to celebrate Jaramillo.
Yes, we don't know any better sometimes.
Yeah, because Kieran, look, Terry and I want to do a little research because I didn't really know much about his history at all.
No, I was shocked when you sent me that info.
It's fascinating. The dude, he is revered in his native Venezuela. He is like an icon.
Yep.
Winningest jockey, won all the big races. The fans adore him. They love him. And to see him have this success in America is unbelievable because a couple of other jockeys, according to my research, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, Ramon Dominguez, who I think would have been one of the all-time jocks in the sport if he didn't get injured so young. He was phenomenal. Javier Castellano and Junior Alvarado, Kentucky Derby winner. Yeah, all hail from Venezuela. So, Venezuela, we salute you.
He comes out here, first season at Santa Anita, which is one of the toughest colonies to get rides on, and wins the jockey title. What can you say? I mean, that tells you that tells you everything. I mean, he's going to be someone to watch. Him and O'Neill, both of them red hot. And many of those races, it was the jockey who won the race on the good O'Neill horse. It wasn't just he was getting good horses. He was winning on long shots. Yeah.
Karen, two things based on what you said, because you summed it up really well. You were on him pretty early, and we were a little critical, like in the first month, the turf racing. Like he hadn't quite figured it out a little bit, but once he did, that was not an issue at all. But more importantly, like when you said the other day that he's leading rider, I'm going, oh my God, like how is that even possible? I'm not as tuned into the jockey stats as you are because you rely heavily on it because you're an owner, so you know a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that go on. I'm going, he comes out here to Santa Anita, and this is not an easy jockey colony. This wasn't like 5 years ago when the colony was terrible.
No,
not 20 years ago when you had a Hall of Fame roster. But this is a tough colony with established riders with good relationships. So to your point, for him to come in here and do what he did is unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a really good video. If you just do a search for his name, a YouTube video that TVG did on him, like it was a little short profile. And I mean, it was O'Neill saying he would give him the rides, and his jockey agent setting that up. Like a lot of times when these jockeys move out, sometimes they move out to a place, they got no business. They got to hustle and get it. So it made it, that's why we see a lot of these we see some really good jockeys come, especially some of the European guys who come over, but no one knows who they are unless they've got
to
a
hustle.
ride. They fall off the radar.
That's another great point. For those who may not know, jockeys have jockey agents that book their mounts and do their business for them. They have to handicap. They have to know every horse on the grounds.
They would win every
handicapping
tournament there is. I'm telling you right now, they're the best. Their job is handicapping the races and finding mounts for their guys. They're probably the best if they were in contests, no one else would win a contest.
No, seriously, I agree with you. And not only that, but they have all the inside info because they have trainers that they're friends. Doug O'Neill said something really cool about Tom when Doug O'Neill won the training title, right? Probably with Jaramillo's help, right? So they talked about Jaramillo, but he also said, I want to thank my really good friend, Tom Knust, who is Jaramillo's jockey agent. He goes, really good friend, amazing at what he does. Also a hero himself, Vietnam veteran, was a Marine, like giving people the credit they deserve.
Yes.
And seeing those friendships build up and paying off is very, very rewarding because this sport is unforgiving. It is punishing. If you make one mistake, it will crush you.
Well, even yesterday, Bob Baffert saying he was disappointed that Jaramillo hopped off Cherokee Nation. If that did not put that jockey on every owner and trainer's radar, because that was worth more than anything else, I would say. The fact that Bob said that should have everyone looking at. He's going to be very booked over the summer, I think.
Yeah. What happened overnight? You're actually making a lot of really good points in a very logical and cohesive way.
Oh, okay.
You're not drunk yet.
Well, look, remember the bottle that started on Tuesday?
That's pretty good. No, but really, that is a great point because we talked about it, and you're like, wow, that because you kind of like Cherokee Nation. I think it was. I know you like Robusta also, but you downgraded Cherokee Nation because Jaramillo had a choice.
Yeah,
and he stuck with. But maybe that was just out of loyalty to O'Neill, and that's fine. But Baffert was genuinely disappointed that Jaramillo didn't stick with his horse. Yes. And Bob I'm sure he understands. He's like, well, O'Neill's the one who gave him the break. He works with Tom. But anyway, it's so cool. We never really got to see him ride in Florida, Backy. So he was kind of a real unknown to us. And I had no idea he was 48 years old. He's and all his accomplishments. All
right. So I got a video for us now. What started the whole thing? What do they call it? A capybara? Is that how you call it?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa, easy there, big fella. All right, giddy up. Let's ride. Woo! This is awesome. Woohoo! Eat my dust, ponies. Yeah, passing you slow pokes. Yeah, keep going, big guy. We're winning. Woo! This is living. Search song.
They breed them big down in Venezuela, Frank.
Well, they have to. They have Mark Gelding on the back. I mean, that poor capybara. Oh my goodness. We like to have fun on this show. We are very serious about our gambling, but we are not serious about ourselves because, like I said, this is a tough game. And if you can't have fun and if you can't laugh it off, and that's it. We make fun of each other. We make fun of everyone. We make fun of everything.
So, Frank, I thought I would just take a look at this betting board here. It's a dead race, but I was looking at the pick 3, Frank. And the favorite now is this 9 Darn Good Dancer. I'm going to refresh my quotes because it makes I think it might be another one of those
refresh. I just want to answer Jay's question real quick. Del Cid came about like a month ago from Delta Downs. I'm not getting the mounts, but he's a pretty good rider. He was leading rider there, won a ton of races, so don't discount him. But I'm going to say about maybe a month ago.
And he's on Miotti's radar, which means Miotti's just not had a lot of horses racing right now.
He's been very quiet, actually. Yeah.
But the fact that I've seen him on a few Miotti horses now. That's a good sign. Like that's the trainer who breaks in a lot of guys who come out, to California. So he's on the right trainer's radar. I'm getting mounts with that guy.
Yeah, Miati's really good. He likes to spread it around for people who work hard. Peter Miller's the same way. He'll give anybody a chance. If they show up in the mornings and work the horses, they'll give him a chance. Yeah, Jay, he was money at Delta, leading rider, no problem. Real quick, hello from NASA Kennedy Space Center. Well, hello back. When you guys go to the moon, please tell Odie, Terry, and I say hi. Thank you for joining us. All right, what do you got?
I was looking to see who's going to be the favorite in the next leg, and I'm just going off the 9 to the 1 is $16, Frank. The 9 to the 8.
9 to the 1 in the next leg?
Yeah, and that's Daria.
Right. How much?
So the 9 to the 1 in the next leg is $16.
Yeah.
The next lowest is the 8 at 42.
Oh my God. What about the 3?
9 to the 3 is 73.
They're betting Daria like she can't lose.
Yeah, 9 to the 4 is 45. But yeah, it's all about it's one Daria and the one that I have my single on my all turf, Abigail. And
yeah, but Daria is considerably favored over Abigail. And the reason why I think that's good info, Kieran, is because you and I were both like the 1 and the 3, and Billy said that's very good.
Trash.
But Steve-O was like, it's the 1. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the 1. So
and the 1 to the 1 is 26. The 1 to the 8 is 34. So right now it's all about the 1-8 and the money that's coming in, Frank. It's not coming in on inbox. It's coming in on Daria or Abigail.
Yeah. So that tells me that the money's showing up. The 1 and the 3 are not about the same. The 1 is significantly more fancied than the 3, which is really good info. And Steve-O kind of corroborated that. Like he was
they're saying, so the betting in the next race is 1, 8, 4, then 3. So that Wild West, but doesn't surprise me with JJ, for Baltus.
Yeah, what are your notes on that horse? Because I kept going back and forth on that one. And Steve-O, anytime you want to come in, just send us a text message and we'll pop you in. What did you think of the 4 horse there, Wild Like the West?
JJ for Baltus fades each time going 1 mile.
Right.
So the added distance may be a challenge. So
correct.
I was like,
100%, yes.
And I didn't even use it on a ticket. I was like, but the horse may come back and just go, I wanted longer. I just was bored at that short length. But I just thought the horse always fades going shorter. Why are they going longer?
Yeah, unless they think maybe the horse will get a much slower pace.
Or relax. I mean,
Daria's got a turn of foot. The 1, 3, and 8 could all easily run her down. But if the 4 wired the field, I wouldn't be super surprised. But I don't want to bet on that.
No.
Yeah, so I was with you. What about the 6? Because I looked long and hard at the 6. That's the McCarthy Espinoza horse, Victoria's Dream, Irish bred.
I put here Victor on the other McCarthy, 3rd off the layoff. Trainer's 26% for profit on that move. And we talk about that. It's one thing if you're 26, 28, 30%, on a certain stat.
Right.
It's when you're actually profitable on that is when you actually take a really good look at it. It was from last at this distance to just miss last out. And then I wrote next to it, use. I mean, I liked others more, but I did say use. And I think hopefully on my ticket, because actually yesterday on the ticket, I saw notes, or Friday when I put use on the ticket and I didn't have it on any of my tickets. Let me see. Do I have it on a ticket on the pick 3?
I did not end up using that one, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I do have a ticket to using that horse. Yes. I think.
Oh wait, no, I do too, actually. But that one's 13864. This thing. Kieran, we need to nip this in the bud because this is going to drive me crazy every show. You need to learn what the other means. The other is the longer of the 2 horses by the trainer. This is not the other. This is the number 1. The other 2 are the others.
The other one is
you always say the other.
I say the other because the other is the one that wins. And this is my own tendency from having Gold Phoenix so many times early in the day was the other horse, and Phil used to put these other horses that were more favored on us, and we won the grade 1 Kilroy. I watched the race standing next to Phil, and 2 or 3 races prior, we kept losing to the other Phil, and when we won that race, we were 10-1, Frank. I remember turning to him and going, we're the other Phil. We finally won. So that's where it comes from.
Yes, you're using the other correctly in a real world sense, but in horse racing, the other is the longer priced of the 2 horses. But yes, I understand your point. Yes, it is the other one.
And as we've learned over the years, that the joke used to be the other Baffert.
Right.
And you should have just said the winning Baffert.
Right, because you could say, well, just because you thought it was the other Baffert, maybe Baffert thought the other one was the other Baffert. Oh my God!
Here we can throw Steve on. He doesn't know that he's working in the background.
Well, no, I told him to text us. Yeah, I don't want to hop him on if he's not prepared. No, get him out of there. I said, like a spy cam. I'm a little uncomfortable about that. Anyway, no. All right, how about this? John Blassie wants to know: are we ignoring Harrah's Mount in race 8? He's got 5. Oh, that's the other McCarthy.
I do. Actually, we should probably just. Do you have your? I have my banner. Hang on, let me find my banner up.
Oh my God! Look at see, Jay's got a great sense of humor here. The other is the one you see twice a week, not 4 times a week.
Quiet.
Oh goodness me!
Let me see.
That's funny. Let me find Jay's comment.
I'm trying to find where we asked about the 5. I think I
have
5
Lilo Lil or Lilo Lil.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I do have it on a ticket. It's number 5, right?
Yeah. Well, he was just asking what your notes are. I'm assuming. The other McCarthy.
What you see is what you get, and this jockey would be the only reason.
Yeah. I had a little bit of a struggle there. You know, this horse, both the 5 and the 6 are still maidens. I thought the 6 would appreciate added ground more than the 5 would. But I will say this.
Just went off there, Frank. So, bingo card.
I was going to say McCarthy is one of the best trainers getting stamina out of a horse. So if he thinks this horse can get 9 furlongs, I'm not going to argue. But the stablemate beat her last time, and then 2-back Total Val, who I don't like today at all, also beat her. So I had a hard time. And again, she's a maiden against winners, and that's always tricky for me.
Yeah, I mean, I have it on a ticket where I'm going 7-6-5 with 6-1-3 with 8. So I'm actually looking, if Jaramillo hits 3 races in a row, that ticket will win, essentially.
Well, look, it's not a handicapping contest, Karen. It is a betting contest. So if you have combinations that are, if you can afford it and you bet correctly, you will have combinations that could, like the $5 double yesterday, like you said.
And I only did $5. $1,500. I did $5. It ended up costing me $70. But the key to that bet, and we talked about the handcuffing, is when I originally put out and I wrote to all my guys, I was like, these tickets are very expensive today. I may not have done that double if I was alive on my 10 in that first race.
Right.
I would have been able to pull back my bets, and I would have hit the all turf, which would have been, the all turf was monstrous, but it was one of those things. Well, this is my plan, but if I get knocked, if I'm alive when I get to this leg, that's the kind of.
No, that's a great point, because that's how we structure the ticket. So that is an excellent
sometimes
point.
The tickets look really expensive, but we can adjust real time based on where we're standing and what we're seeing, and
the will pays and the probables and all that stuff. So no, that is actually a very good example.
The way it used to be, these low takeouts, you can't be a lazy, and I'm the first to admit I was a very lazy gambler back in the day. I put my bets in the morning and that's it. Whatever scratches happen, I get someone else. For these low takeout bets, though, you really got to be on top of them. You kind of monitor them. You've got to adjust and change. And you only need to hit 1 out of these 3 low takeout bets, and it covers your day just like that.
You know what, Karen? I'm guilty of the same thing. I got lazy because if the bet's only 50 cents, I could, for another $12, I could add 2 more horses or whatever. So then you become a lazy handicapper. Yes. And then it just becomes self-fulfilling. You're lazy everything. So why I love these bets so much, because this reminds me so much of when I first got into the game, the intellectual challenge of handicapping. But then the $3 minimum or $5 minimum means you can't spread as much as you would if it was lower. So now you have to be a very good ticket maker as well. So this has been a learning experience for both of us.
You know what I'm starting to see more of on Twitter, but they still haven't connected the dots. I just read someone who I follow, Mark Stanton, and his tweet today was, to all track management that want to increase handle, every pick six should be $2.
Yeah.
I will battle with computers on this bet. 20-cent pick six jackpot is disrespectful to the retail player. Watching pools on these go from 1.2 to 3.5 on the last tick, we all know who it is. And then he's going back to how sometimes Del Mar would hit $7 million, et cetera, et cetera.
You have a 3-day carryover at Del Mar in the summer. Like, forget it. Those were like the hype. Like, people were like going nuts to bet those rates.
People are starting to connect the dot. I mean, we've had this argument on Twitter, Frank, yourself and I, with people complaining about the bets going up, and they're like, you're screwing the retail player. We're like, no, you're thinking wrong. Right. You're actually getting protected with the higher minimums. They can't cover the combinations. When it's a 20 cents or $1, they can shoot their shotgun and cover every combination. They gotta be more strategic. They make their money off rebates. We could live with these sharks and make money off them. Simple as that.
The people who complain about the higher minimums, it's not that they can't afford the bet. It's because they're just not good handicappers. So they use 8 horses. So they want a 10-cent, they want a minimum so they could just be either lazy or bad handicappers. No, challenge yourself, be better, because these bets are so. The late pick 3 is the best bet ever, like in the history of horse racing.
By far.
Anyway, so number 1 will win easy.
Look at the pick 6 today. For 20 cents, we would have been out the first leg. We would have had it because we were we could just go all in this leg. Right. We probably would have had the last one. I will go all on that one.
Well, a lot of people do. The ones with the big bankroll absolutely do that. And then the computer can tell them which combos, that they could, well, you need to play this one for 40 cents and whatever. To your point, and then we'll move on, Kieran, but to your point, I agree with you. There is a way where everybody can exist. Everybody can exist. There are some people out there who are just old school and stubborn. They don't want to adapt. They're like, well, we don't want any CAWs. Well, too bad. It's never going to happen.
Those old school guys were the ones who used to bet when the double was $5, and these tickets were $2. And they were probably the ones cheering, yes, we get $1. And then
I don't mean those guys. Those guys are dead. I'm talking about some. Those guys are already dead, man. They'd be right with us. They'd be like, finally, they're back to $5.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a look and see what's going on. You never know what you're going to get on this show. I love it.
The comments. We've not gone to the comments. Usually it's
I assumed he meant the 1 in race 8 because that's what we were talking about.
Race 8, yes. But on both mine and Steve-O's ticket, we did single the 1 in this race. We thought the 1 was the better horse.
In race 7, you're talking about?
Correct, yes. On race 7, if I'm looking at I went 1-6. I did not even use this horse that is the favorite. I went 1. And I think Steve-O also had the same single.
I have it written down here somewhere, but if McGinnis, if you were talking about the 1 in race 7, please let us know. I assumed you were talking about the 1 in race 8, but I don't want to speak for you. Here, these are my notes today. So actually, I really don't know what Steve-O had because I'm all over the place.
I do know we agreed on that, so we both agreed on the 1 in this race 7, Frank.
And who are the back? Oh yeah, he mentioned the 3 as a backup.
Yes.
He mentioned the 6 and the 8 and the 9, right?
Yeah.
And you also had. I thought you were 6-1, and then you had 1-6, and then a couple of others. Well, what are your notes on the 1?
On this race or the next?
Yeah, we're in race 7 just to.
I'm like you when I do my write-ups, Frank. I write the all turf and the pick 3, and I don't really write detailed notes on those other races.
Right. Okay.
When I put my pick 6 ticket together, this was the race where race 10 I singled the 8, race 7 I singled the 1. If that means anything, this was the race I chose to single.
Okay.
And actually, the fact that I'm looking at that right now, and I'm looking at the will pays Frank. My 1 to the 1 is 28. My 1 to the 8, this is for $2, is 44.
These are the probables you're talking about, right?
Yeah, so it's closing day. I'll just use our community money, whatever.
Yeah, don't tell Frank.
$10 double.
For everyone asking about the next race and Daria, we will get to those comments in more detail after this. We're just trying to figure out if there's anything sneaky going on in the pools for our horses in the next race. So right now, again, Kieran, the 1 is the pretty solid favorite.
Yes, like 1 is. We all talked about it earlier. We thought it was a crazy price that the 1 was 5 to 1. I thought the 1 would end up being. I thought we'd see a scramble between the 8 and the 1 being 5 to 2 or 2 to 1. But I would not be surprised to see 1 be 6 to 5. Frank, just looking at the money that's coming in.
Like the imputed odds on optics have Daria at 2.44, Abigail at 3.92. The 3 is kind of dead, Kieran, because the 4 is there. Yes, 5.64. The 3 is 8.4. Fourth choice in the double.
But
interesting.
The horse is all class, and that might be one of those things, guys. If you want to do the other, that's not a crazy bet using that 3. You still get paid for it,
Kieran, I'll tell you right now, if you had to choose between the 3 and the 5, I would take the 3 over the 5. Would you? I'm sorry, the 3 over the 4. The 4 is taking more money than the 3 in the double.
Yeah, that next race, I was like,
Wild
West. It just fades longer. I'm actually shocked, but maybe, I would absolutely take. I agree with you, Frank. I would take the 3 over the 4 all day to Sunday.
All right, they're in the gate. Let's go. Good luck, everybody.
the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made. And Michelle Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk flash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Whoa, JARAMILLO, riding like the devil's on his step. Whoa, JARAMILLO, whip cracks, side attacks, watch that horse. Double trouble in the stretch, crowd screaming loud. And we said JARAMILLO, bringing fire to the ground. Whoa, JARAMILLO, he's burning down the track tonight.
Well, he's just putting on a school, Frank. Putting on a
I
school.
can't get enough of that song. I can't get enough of him. La Silenciosa. Oh man, he crushed him. Real quick though, the Wolf for Everybody, is that his nickname? If anyone could enlighten us,
Oh,
because
really? I'm gonna
now
look
instead
now.
of calling him Harry, you could just call him the Wolf.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. I won't butcher his name anymore. Yes.
If anyone could save Kieran,
I actually did. I did not know that because I was searching for
I didn't either.
I was trying to search for songs he likes and music stuff. You know what I mean? When I was doing the thing, and I was like, I know I put a mariachi band in there. That's like the best I could do.
Well, I Googled that actually, and from what I saw on the interwebs, mariachi is okay. It's pretty popular down there, but you know, what do I know? I'm just looking on the internet. But if his nickname is the Wolf, we will respect
I don't
that
see
and
it
call
anywhere.
him the Wolf. So please confirm that, somebody. That's
If
awesome.
someone could, I would love that. I love nicknames. I'm
Oh wait, hold on. We're getting lessons here. I love this. It's pronounced Jaramillo.
well, that's better than what I used to say because we were actually like 3 weeks in, and I kept calling him Jara, and then someone said,
Because you were calling him Jaramillo.
yeah, and someone said, you clown. This is how you say it.
We
I guess we got to roll it off
but-
the tongue.
We
Jaramillo.
apologize, but we can laugh about this because I've gone through my whole life people calling me Scan Tony. There's no N in my name, it's Scatoni. But Kieran's got it way worse than me. He's
Oh.
Chiron, Kiernan, Keenan, Crayon, Cialis. No one can pronounce his name, so
And people don't realize whenever I do Tom Quigley's shows, he actually can say my name perfectly, just so you know. But it's a running joke, and he asks me every time.
can I, Kieran?
And I'm like, since day one, this is how you called it, Tom. Just keep going with the flow. And he's like, all right.
Of course, Tom knows. He does the same thing with Pete Fornatelli. He calls him Fornatelli. But that's just how it is. That's the running joke. But yeah, I mean, Tom knows. You know, Tom knows everything. So that's just a little.
This horse looks best. Quigley has spoken!
I love it. If you had
Yeah, I
Tom
mean,
on your
people-
bingo card, Tom on
Yeah,
your
for
bingo
people don't realize, you get to see him a lot at Santa Anita, but Del Mar, like his corner at Del Mar, most approachable dude in racing. You come high five him and whatnot. You'll see him standing there grading the horses. Definitely a great experience.
Yeah, and it's welcome to everybody, please, because that's where we all hang out. Kieran, we've met so many people over the years who just breeze through the corner. You run into everybody. You have all the connections coming in and out of the paddock area right there.
Jockey room is right there. Yep.
There's a bar to the left. There's a bar upstairs. It's nonstop fun. So I want to go back to one of the comments because we have someone in the UK watching and listening and is ready to fire away on Daria. So why don't you look at the toad? What's the early toad action here?
8-5. All the early money slammed in on Daria, Frank.
Well, this is for James Lloyd. Hi, guys, watching from England, planning to put a lot on Daria. However, who do you guys will win the next? See, I didn't get to that part. I'm sorry.
Now,
it was La Silencio.
You know, we need to ask this person in England, are they at the bookie's office or on they track, and what odds are they getting there? Because it might be a lot different.
That's a great
I would
question.
say
Yeah.
If you're getting I would say if you're getting better than 5-2, I absolutely agree on hammering it, because sometimes the odds are a little different with the bookies and on track. So, are you looking for a certain kind of odds? Are you doing fixed bet or playing
please.
on the American markets? We can let you know, because right now, if you're getting a better price than 5-2, you're getting good value.
He might even be on Betfair on an exchange where someone's laying the horse at a really good price. Yeah, and also thank you, James, for watching all the way from England. I spent a year in England. I lived there and I traveled there many, many times. I love racing over there. Also, if you have a favorite track, let us know. We're multicultural, Kieran. We're international. We want to know the inside scoop from everybody. Oh, here's James Lloyd again. FFS, we know what that means. Cuss word there. Odds on dairy have come in massively. Yeah. That was that was not a good morning line.
No, very bad. Very bad.
40 cents on the dollar last time. I know it was against maidens, but
So Frank, the pick 3, Daria, the number 1, is paying $30.80. My 8 is paying $50. The 3 is paying $56. The 6, the Espinosa horse, $61. That's on the pick 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, Frank, that is the interesting. So on the double, the 1 is paying $23. The 8 is paying $39. The 4 is paying $43. Then we jump up to the 3. Inbox at $66. This is on the double. And that 6 is $105. So if I was to say it was the 3 is the one I was talking about. Yeah, 3. I'm trying to look for some sneaky money in here.
Well,
the 4, I'm not surprised. We kind of talked about it. The JJ horse, we thought it was longer, but that's people betting the morning line price.
Yeah. I like that horse 5th best in there.
Yeah.
But I do. Well, let's put it this way, Kieran. Let's figure out who we're alive to in the all turf to start, because we're both alive. Let's just see.
I'm alive to 8, unfortunately.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, let me put your ticket up though,
because my spread ticket, where I had 9 horses, the chalk one, and the chalk was like my 8th, all the way down at the end ticket.
So you're alive on that? No. Which ticket are you alive on? You're alive on the second one.
Yeah, the one that's 8-8.
8. Okay. And I'm alive to several in here. 13864, but I'm single to the 3 in the last.
But on my pick 3, Frank.
Right. That's why I wanted to see what we're both alive to, because I know our late pick 3 might use different horses.
I'm probably going to keep it the same. I mean, I don't have the 4. So if the 4 does win, I'm torpedoed out of every bet, but I'm essentially 8, 1, 3, 7, 6, 5. I do not have the 2, and I do not have the 4 on my pick 3, Frank.
No, yeah. 813765. Okay. To start, I am alive in the all turf to the 13864. So in my late pick 3, nope, that's the wrong one. I am using just the 138 to start, because I have the ones I like least in my all turf anyway. I might though, we might have to come back and single Daria, because if she wins and if it chalks out.
I mean, I'm actually a little annoyed at myself. I really should have probably had that on the ticket, but there was a reason.
Well, you didn't want chalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I started looking at the ticket price. I was like, oh, I'm already spending freaking $140.
You didn't like it.
When I said I was going to start betting less on the all turf, Frank,
you bet more.
I've been betting more.
Yeah, of course you did. Then you wonder why when you wake up and you look at the community account, it's minus 40. You owe them money.
Yeah, this is what usually happens. I'm like, I had a winning weekend. Oh, did we lose that? Yeah, and then I go, oh, did we delete it? The spam's gone.
No, I didn't delete the spam. I did not delete the spam, because that's an evergreen.
Yeah, Monday when I'm going to spend all my winnings from the weekend, and I go, what did I do?
Right. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, we're going to have a yacht buy Monday, and Kieran already blew the money. But no, I'm going to give you a little pushback here, because I actually disagree with you, because you're like, oh, I should be alive, blah, blah, blah. You didn't like smart code that much. And if it comes smart code Daria chalk, it's
That's
not
true.
going to pay. So
It's gonna
like,
be an 89. Yeah, it'll be, even if I get a price
yeah,
on the last race, it'll be like
you
a
have to change
70,
your
89.
mindset. It's not just being about a live. You actually made a good betting decision there, I think. But hold on, let me mute my thing here for a second.
Well, let's look at so who do you like? Who's your top choice in race 9, Frank? And we can see what's going. I went 6-1 as my top 2 choices. Who did you go?
Well, my top choice actually scratched. It was
4,
before.
Well, that saved you money because
Yeah, because Jeff Mullins doesn't win any races.
Well, I will tell you what my notes were, and he's Kieran talk about a scratch. I did say JJ
the scratch time.
but I thought it was slower. But then my notes also were, how do you toss a Miller horse right now? Like if you put a 3-legged donkey, you kind of got to use it, you know?
So, but in that next leg, I amended my A's to be 7-3-1, and my B's are the 6-10.
Okay, I went 6-1 if I only had to, and I've kind of used the other one, but I'm saying that so we can look and see. So 1 and 2, the one favorite right now, Frank, is 1 into the 7 at $31. 1 into the 6. Oh no,
7's a Lee horse in the next. Chasing money.
1 and 7 are battling. 1 into the 1 is 32. 1 into the 7 is 31. And
really, who did you like better?
I liked in the next leg. I liked the 6. It was really a toss. I ended up giving the Lee. I ended up giving the Glad horse a slight edge over the 1. Dirty words, but I was kind of.
You like Lee's horse third best.
Yes, third best.
Oh wow. Okay, I misread you there. I thought you'd be all over that one.
I mean, I'm using it on a ticket, but I was just like,
right. But you liked the third best. That's fine. But wait. So you're saying that the 7 and the 1 are taking the same amount of money, even though the 1 is 7-2, and the 7 is 6-1. So that's a good sign. That horse is live.
Yes, it is very live.
And what about your 6?
My 6. So the double 1 into the 6 is 36 now. So. Right now, I just changed a little bit right now, Frank. Yeah. 1 to 7 is 28.
Okay.
1 to 1 is 32.
Okay.
1 to 6 is 36. And then it starts going up to the 70s and the 50s, if you know what I mean.
So that's very interesting. So the 6-1 morning line horse, the 7, is actually the favorite over the 5-2 and the 3-1.
Now the 8, who I thought would be the favorite in this one, I put Abigail, the shipper from Tampa, on top.
Right. What price is she?
The 8 to the 6 in the next leg is $33. So 8 to the 6 is really the third choice on the betting.
8 to the 6. Okay.
So it's kind of interesting how it's like, I would say it's all about the 1 and 8 in this race. And it's all about the.
Well, what about the 3 in the next? Because that was our wise guy horse.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's look at that and see, because maybe it might be worth.
And just real quick here, who's your single in the last? The 8?
8
in the 10th race.
The Jaramillo horse. I butchered his name again.
The Wolf.
Wolf's horse.
The Wolf. I love that. I hope that really is his nickname and it wasn't like a typo or something.
So Frank, believe it or not, so the 1 into the 3, for it being a 30-1 morning line, Frank. 1 into the 3 is $82. It's not going to be.
I don't know why that was 30. That was ridiculous. 30-1. It's an old class horse, man. That was nuts.
And the 8 into that's the favorite combo of it. So 1 is dominant. It's 1 is a really good chalk for you to. If you had to use only one horse, all the betting in this leg is and this leg is telling you the 1 is like the real deal.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I mean, we saw it in the probables, going forward that the 1, even though a lot of people thought maybe the 1 and the 3 were on equal terms, well, the wagering does not suggest that.
Yeah, the 1 is hammering all the other horses. The only anomaly in all of this betting, Frank, is the 8 to the 6 in the next is 33, which is lower than the 1 to the 6, which is 36.
Yeah, that is weird. Wow.
So. And then the other difference one is the 4 to the 7 is 43. So that's, you know what I mean? Those are the 4 and the 8 are specifically on certain horses. Everything's about the 1 or 8. Sorry if you keep hitting this. That's our fire watch.
You paid someone to call for the bingo card, man. I know how you are.
No, it's watch duty. You know, the fire watch thing, the alert. Where we live, we have to use it all the time. So there's a fire. Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting evacuated, but it gives us updates on any fire in California up to the minute. That's the life of living in wild. Do we have to worry about
you getting evacuated?
It's in San Marcos. It's far away, but it just tells you every fire going on anywhere.
Well, how many minutes? We have a little time. What do we got here?
We've got 10 minutes, so we got to wait another 5.
I'm going to try and play something funny because something just popped in my head. I want to see if I can share the screen for a second. Give me 1 second because this is wrong thing. Nope. You could talk while I'm doing this.
Okay. I will start talking.
What price is the one on the tote?
Blah blah blah.
The price on the tote right now for the 1 is 9 to 5, and it is 22,800. The next 4 is getting a lot of play at 15, but the 4 guys are.
No, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the 3-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. And you think my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 6 2/3%. I got 141 2/3 chance of winning.
Can you give me your all-time starting 5?
Kieran, that's you when you talk about when you start rambling off your numbers. That's what I think of.
No, you know what that actually reminded me of? Hang on, where is it? Smart ass.
That's one of the best wrestling promos of all time.
I got so many damn things here. I can't even find the damn one I had.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll roll through the comments real quick. But keep looking. Cat A, my form, nice to hear from you. Great to have you join the show. Singling the 1, keep the price low, hope for the best. Yeah, I agree. Because based on the action the 1 is getting, if you spend too much money trying to beat the 1 and the 1 wins, you're cutting into your equity, you know? Do you think the 1 will drift slightly before the race? I doubt it, based on the will pays, right, Kieran?
Yeah.
I mean, 9 to 5, if anything, the horse might come in at 7 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at the price. It's kind of. I'm a little surprised that the 8 being 7 to 2. I thought if we do see late money, we would see the 8 come down a little bit more, but we shall see. The 4 is the one that's getting. The 4's got, but the people who are gambling on the 4, 19-7 to win, 12 to place.
Yeah,
money. They're doing the
more likely to run second, right?
Yeah, like this. And it's kind of what we talked about. Like, if I wonder what the exact, I mean, we're not playing. I'm just curious. The 1 to the 4 is paying $11. The 1 to the 8 is paying $12. The 1 to the 3 is paying $13, Frank. So they're giving the 3 on the exacta a better chance than the 4 almost.
Yeah, this is it's very. I'm looking at the will pays again, Kieran, to see if any late money, might come in on the 3, but the 3 is not bet in the multis.
No.
The 4, yeah, I think if anything, the 1's either going to come. I think the 1 is probably going to come in. If any other horse comes in, I think it'll be the 8. I know the 3 seems like a discrepancy based on the morning line, but based on the pick 3 and double pays, maybe the horse comes in at 5 to 1, but not a big whack.
Well, here's our inside info. One of these days, Billy will just block me and not answer my questions. I went Daria or Inbox as a single.
Yeah.
I think Daria and Inbox backup ticket. So that's what I texted Billy, and he went, I honestly, and people joke about how no one, like they blow smoke up your butt. Billy will absolutely tell you if his horse is going to win or not, or what the trip is going to be. You know what I mean? It's like you're not getting smoke blown up your butt. And he said, his words, I honestly cannot really separate them. I think they're very good. And I think whoever gets the better trip will likely win. So,
well, Kieran, no, I mean, I absolutely believe him because, I mean, I know Billy, he's very honest about all that stuff. But you and I, when we first started talking about, were like the 1 and the 3. Steve-O said just the 1, and the market is telling us just the 1. But it's not talking at all if the 3 won the race.
So I think, why don't we do it's the last day, Frank. What do you think about doing a pivot where we use the 3? Who would you like to use in the next leg?
Well, why don't we? I think Larry just wants us to play Kurt Hoover's ticket.
Which is what?
1, 3, 6, 7. It's up on the board there.
And you just mentioned 1, 3, Larry's
6,
name.
7 with 6, 10 with 3. With 3, 10.
Nah, I'm not betting that ticket.
I was joking. But I wanted to see who he was using though. 1, 3. Who's the 6? We didn't talk about the 6, right? Is that one of the other McCarthy's? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like 12 horses in the race, I think.
that's a Kieran ticket.
Who do you give me a horse that you say we absolutely have to use in the last leg, Frank?
In the last leg, I'm single to the 3. But I'm 3, 8, 10, 6, 7. If you want to know.
So what I'm gonna do a bet, Frank. We're gonna do 3. Pick 3. 3 with 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'll pull out the 8. 1, 3.
4 minutes to post there, James, just to let you know.
So we're gonna do a 3 with 1, 3, 6, 7 with my 8 and your 3, and it costs $24 using Inbox. Are you okay with that, or do you want to toss in? That'll cost $48. What do you want to do? What's your thoughts? I'm just thinking we have a community ticket using the other LRF horse that maybe it gets the better trip.
Here, singling the 3 here?
Yeah.
And who in the middle leg?
Middle leg, we would have 1, 3 Commander, the 30-1 horse.
Yep.
6 Captain Sparrow, 7 Chasing Money.
Yeah. And then in the last?
Your 3 and my 8.
Yeah, let's do it. That's great. That's a pivot. That's
$24 ticket. And we're betting the other Little Red Feather horse, just because, I read out Billy's thing where he honestly could not, and we've actually talked about it. I've seen both of these horses, and we talked about it earlier in the show where some horses, you just see them on the track and they exude like class. Like some horses just look like horses. Both of these horses, when you see them on the track, you're like, that is a really nice looking horse.
Oh, wait, hold on. They got Billy right now. Let me hear. Can you guys hear my computer at all?
Oh, he's on the show.
Who's better? Yeah, he's always asking who's better. Let's hear what he said. Maybe he lied to you, Kieran. Inbox is bucking and kicking. Nice filly, he said. Similar run styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Inbox might want to go longer. Banking a little bit better, yeah. So yeah, Kieran, look, Billy would have said slight nod to Daria or something. He was like,
which is what I
really can't separate them.
No, and that should tell you that's not him hedging. That's not a lot of the same owners own both horses. You know what I mean? Right. So it's not like you're trying to keep one ownership group.
The only thing that, like, if you were trying to decide between the two, Billy said that 3 might want even more ground. That's it. But I mean, he really couldn't separate them outside of that. So give me the ticket again.
Well, you want to hear the funny stat? You know why I would give the 3? Why I liked our bet, Frank?
Yeah.
The 3 is running under the Hopeless Stables colors.
So-
And last race for Go Phoenix, Billy just said, "Screw it, we're going to run under Agave's."
There you
Silk.
go.
And that was the first time Gold did not run under his own, like the little red feather silks, and won. And we're like, well, now we're stuck doing that now.
You have to, but give me the rest of the ticket so I could put it up here. 3 with what?
We went. Make sure I hit submit. 3 with 1367 with 38. $24 ticket. Pivot.
In case people want to see it. 24.
And-
Make sure I have it right here. Just real
And
quick.
we have this ticket on our own pick threes, but this is our own kind of pivot. Just
Yeah, we like to
live.
play stuff together too, you
Yeah.
know, root for each other. So here, make sure I have that right, Karen. 3 with 1367 with 38.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna hide it for a second because I want to cut and paste it and put it in the chat in case anybody wants to do. And again, sorry, it's sometimes we have to leave these things late because we're doing up to the minute wagering right here. So yeah, if you guys go to the Old Forester, it'll be the agave silks.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
can't change it up, man.
we've gone the last 4 years. I'm actually not going to travel this year, so if we do go to the Old Forester, he's going to win. I won't be in the winner's circle. I think it's really going to depend on the weather. I think it'll be because there's also that he worked out today. I can actually pull it up because he did his workout this morning, which was by himself. Cesar Belmont did the breeze this morning, so they're 48 seconds. Doesn't even look like he raced before. So it's either going to be the Old Forester, and it's hard to turn down those $1.5 million. But there's also the Charles Whittingham the same day at Santa Anita, 1.25 miles. And I think if it's raining or looks like it's going to be wet, I hope that we stay in California. Simple
How
as
about
that.
this? Radar Rob in the house. What's up, Rob? He's giving out his picks.
Oh,
1348 with 57 with 3. Oh, he's got the 10 in the nightcap. He doesn't have
Rob,
your 8, but he has my 3.
you got to use the 8. You got to use the 8.
Radar Rob, thank you for joining us, man, and sharing your picks. Because every time you come on the show, you make our audience a lot of money. All right, well, they're loading into the gate. Good luck, everybody. What an exciting race. Bunch of nice fillies. We'll be back.
the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made. And Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk flash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold.
I'll add myself to the stage. I wanted to give you your moment. You have the horse on one of your tickets, right? Let's see, audience. How long should I let this idiot go on mute? Oh my God! The other McCarthy.
He, I told you he was on his agent is probably one of the best. I will say, Frank, who else does he have? Because he's put Jaramillo on some of the best horses during this meet. That guy knows his stuff. I'm going to tell you right now. Like closing day, look at these horses he's on. Like, look at this. Unbelievable. I just need him to do it in the last leg.
No business winning this race. That was all Jockey right there.
Leg for me.
Huh?
He just I need
yeah,
Jaramillo to win the next 3 races.
Ticket.
Huh?
You have the winner on one of these tickets, right?
I do. I'm alive to 6-1-3 in the next and singling and 8 in the last race. Yes.
Oh, Steve-O's back. He's in the private chat, so you can add him anytime.
Oh, all right.
He was there. I'm sorry.
Official.
Didn't realize you were there, Steve-O. Sorry about that. But welcome back. I did not see that coming. Kieran had that horse on one of his backup tickets, so good for him. Any joy there for you?
I did not see the 4 hanging out as long as the 4 did, Frank. So I was kind of shocked at that.
But what'd you say? Better for underneath, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Daria and Inbox never really quickened.
Too late, too little, too late. And we mentioned that's been a trend of late. You know what I mean? It's annoying as hell.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get to see the splits. I don't know how slow they went, but I expected half the field to come and inhale that horse.
The splits were 23-9-7, 49. 114.
Oh, glacial. He stole the race. He stole the race. What was JJ doing? JJ should have been pressing the horse.
Should have pressed a little bit more. And I mean, I still think right now Barrios is the #1 turf jockey right now with Rispoli, mending himself. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry, Steve. Not only did we leave you waiting in the chat, the waiting room, but I had you on mute, so I apologize. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, I got to tip my cap to you, Kieran. I mean, God, I didn't see that, but
I did not.
I think I was blinded and fell in love with the 1, and I knew the pace was gonna be a lot slower today. I just thought everybody would be closer, and then the 1 would just kick on. The 8 could kick on, or both of those horses didn't.
You're giving me
just played Jaramillo. That's it.
It was the last weekend of the meet, and it was a tight jockey title. If anyone who's followed me for years, and I do my write-ups, it's usually at Del Mar, but at Santa Anita, I'll go, it's JJ and X, and it's JJ and X, and I'm like, bet every single one of the horses, they're going to be live on every horse they have. And even my notes, I said earlier when we were going through the pick 6, I literally said, what you see is what you get. This jockey is the only reason. And he got away with slow fractions. None of the other jockeys pressed, and their clocks are off on a lot of these jockeys. I think if Pratt came back here, Frank,
forget it.
he would probably win 90% of the races on turf out here. because of his clock. You know what I mean? And him and Irad, but there's no reason. There's bigger money there.
But I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, I agree with you, Steve-O. I think there wasn't a lot of pace on paper, but I expected them to go a little faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
That was just Jaramillo. He just stole the race, and he saved enough horse for the end.
Why not?
You know, I figured the 8 would show a little bit more zip, but maybe that one was a little wide out there. But hey,
I expected a 4.
They're all lightly raced.
More involved.
Frank, Commander is 6-1 from that garbage 30-1 morning line. But I mean, that also now is his next 2 horses. Just because he's been on a heater, I think this is race 2 or 3 that he's won today. So we know what happens. People are like, they're going to start jumping on. He's going to win everything. You know what I mean?
Who cares what the price is for you?
Yeah,
you have the horse at 30-1 in your pick 3, right?
On these parlays, we should absolutely get paid that. Yes.
Yeah. Chris Babcock, happy Easter to you. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. So now we got pivoting time for me because Tippy, nice, good job, buddy. I need to put a late double ticket together.
So let me run through the pick 3s and doubles for you guys. So the pick 3, the 1 is paying 601. Next is the 6 at 886, and the 7 at 935, and the 10 1100. So the 10, that 15-1 morning line and 10-1 here on the board, the 10 is getting some action, which is what I thought too. I kind of threw it in. The double, Frank, the double is the 1 is slightly favored at 448. Then the 6 at 453. Then the 7 at 570. So the morning line is going to change on this 7. It did not get the money like this on the pick 3 or the double, Frank.
Yeah, this is barn money. I love it. I love that the 7 opened up at 9-5. Absolutely love it. That's not computer money. That is barn money.
Yes.
So you're right. That horse is going to drift.
Yes. So the 7 is up paying 572 on the double. And then the
Third
10
choice, right? Third choice. Yeah.
And then the 10 at 603. So when you're looking at the 7 paying 572 and the 10 at 603 on both pools, that Andy Mathis horse of all horses, Frank, has gotten some money. And we've been
going forward?
Yeah. Oh no, in the will pays. No. Here, into this race. The 10 got money.
Is it Hawker?
Yeah, Hawker.
Yeah, oh my God, that horse figured. Any other trainer, that horse would be favored.
But it would be closing weekend because his horses have just faded, but he's not had a whole lot of horses recently, has he? What did you write for your notes on him? Oh, actually, you know what I wrote? Hawker drops in class. Hera could not win on him. Slower than the others, which was why I tossed him.
See, Steve-O, welcome to the show where Kieran asks a question and then answers it himself. Did he or did he not just say, Frank, what are your notes?
Yeah,
goes,
I gave you 2 seconds. I gave you 2 seconds.
When you pick a $50 horse, you can say whatever you want for a little while.
I deleted the King Kieran thing, but it's gone now. I'll have to recreate that one.
So, Kieran, how you doing? Well, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Oh, you know I had the winner of the last race? Oh, you did? Didn't know. You're like the Dick Cavett of handicapping here. Anyway, I said Hawker takes a significant drop, ran half a race against much tougher, came off refreshing, was bet to 3-1. Mathis has been ice cold, but this is the kind of horse that you spot aggressively to get off the schneid, right? A slump buster. End of the meet, connections are like, let's sell the horse, let's get a win, and we'll move on. That's it. I think on paper, this horse is dominant, actually. But the way the barn has been going, Kieran, and we're not saying this to put down Mathis, because he's one of our favorite trainers. We love the guy.
No, his horses just keep fading late. Like they look great. Even the chalks, the long shots have all had the same pattern where every single one of his horses look like they're winning into the turn and then they just fade.
Yeah. And we've had some of them singled, and it was just
we thought even on the slump bus we were like single. Nope.
Steve-O, you own horses, you know how it goes. Maybe there's a bug in the barn, the horses get sick. Maybe they're saying, hey, we ran through our conditions. We're going to wait for the next condition book, use these races as sort of conditioning races. It's very cyclical, right?
Yeah, listen, the health of the animal, for one thing. Forget trying to look at the condition book. I mean, God, a cough. I mean, we had a horse, the shoe fell off in the race. You know, you got to pull him up there because he was the hoof, the shoe was halfway hanging off the hoof.
Yeah. A million things
you know,
can go
they get a fever, they get you know, they bang their leg in the stall.
Well, we had Gold Phoenix last summer at Del Mar scratched because you know the white boots they put on so that you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, the little rubber thingies.
Scratched his skin, and there was bare skin, and the steward scratched him.
So yeah, Steve, I'm not sure if you know, but Kieran owns a piece of Gold Phoenix. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I know that. I know
I'm kidding.
He brags.
Actually
believe me. I think everybody. Yeah.
I should have put that on the bingo card, to be honest. What do we have?
Steve and his family own like a whole huge stable of horses. Kieran owns the whisker of Gold Phoenix, and that's all we got to hear about.
No, I own the left nut, but he's gelded. That's the funny story.
But I think Kieran owns. Don't you own like a slightly larger? Like you could get different shares of these horses.
Usually with Little Red Feather, it's not like those, like some of the other ones where I saw something on X where they had to send something out where you're just a stockholder. You don't actually have ownership in the horse. Don't come to the barn. Did you see that tweet the other day from?
No,
I didn't, but that's not good.
Was that my racehorse thing?
Yes, where they're like, well, just because you own $84, you're not actually an owner in the horse. Stop the fact that they had to send it out because the joke
an April Fool's thing though, because you don't say that to your clients, do you? That's
I think crazy. They probably just had so many people showing up. Like it was back in the joke used to be, they won a race and it's like, well, it's gonna take 20 minutes for them to get into the winner's circle.
Yeah, that's a little excessive to tell them, hey, don't show up.
But it is a great way of getting people in. Like, I mean,
do like a lottery thing or something. Like you know.
I think they started doing that. But then people started thinking.
There's a more tactful way of saying it, I think.
I think people started saying, well, I can show up at the barn because someone probably told them, hey, you can go visit your horse. And then they probably just got swarmed at the barn, you know?
Yeah, and I feel bad for Kieran because he usually has to sneak into the paddock when Gold Phoenix is running. But, you know, that's okay.
Well, now I have the press pass, so I can get in now.
Just tell him.
I got to my lucky spot for the last race, and that was the key. Like, he couldn't win because I couldn't get in there in the last race. I got in this time, and he won the race. So it's all about where I stand and watch the race. That's what it's all about.
Kieran can go anywhere on the track now because all he has to say is, I know Tom Quigley, or I'm Frank Scatoni's sidekick.
Tom Quigley. I tell you what. Has Tom ever been in a bad mood in his life? I just have never seen the guy mad.
I love Tom.
I've never seen him mad at anybody.
Taught me so much in this game. He's been a mentor. He's a good friend. I was the editor of the Horse Player magazine, so I'm very close with him. He is one of my favorite people, not just at the track, in the world. In the world, the guy is he's special, very special.
He's a great guy, man.
He even puts up with Kieran. Put it that way. He puts up with Kieran. That shows you how much the guy is.
He set me up in the Eddie Logan room.
Yep.
And every time I go out there, I get in there, and they treat us so good in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the cappuccinos, the filet mignon. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh, you actually eat in there? I'm just all about the open bar.
You're a drinker. I can't drink. I'm a lightweight.
Kieran even has a special silent communication with Margie, who is amazing. She takes care of everybody there.
I just go.
It's a twist my arm. She'll look at Kieran and go like, another one, and Kieran goes, okay, twist my arm. So like that's how he orders his other drink, his next drink. Anyway,
so my pick 6 is up in flames. My pick 5's up in flames. My all turf pick 3 is up in flames because I singled the one.
Steve, I got nothing. We got to do a double.
So now I got to play doubles. Got to play doubles and.
All right, so we're gonna look forward. So right now, the 7. Wow, these doubles are These doubles are like yesterday's doubles, Frank.
Yeah.
Just going off of the 7, this is where
It was
you
with
can
18
make
to 1.
money again. So the 7 in the favorite combination right now is the 7. Well, actually, the 7 into the 8 is 78, but the 1 into the 8 is 78. So
I like the 7 better than the 1. I mean, I don't know.
I thought the 1 was better than, and then I'm looking around. So I changed. More info here.
Okay,
The
hold on.
favorite combination is the 6 into the 3, paying $63.
Huh.
So
Okay.
Captain Sparrow into Goodfellow is actually the lowest double at 63 right now.
And that's a $5 double for everybody out there.
$5.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I'm looking around everything else. The 7 into the 10 is 72. 7 into 3 is 85. 6 into the 3 is 63. 6 into the 10. This is one of those things. This last race is kind of a chaos race, is what it's telling us. And I think I would, if I'm guessing right now, I mean, we're 12 minutes out, Frank. I think no matter the favorite combination, whatever the favorite is in this and the next, you're still probably looking at, I would say,
Still probably good value. Yeah.
$55 plus for a $5.
Well, here's the thing, Kieran. You're alive in your late pick 3, so you're sitting pretty. Why don't you put up your double plays, and then
Okay.
you and Steve-O talk about that, and maybe think about a community ticket, because I need to do a little work because I'm dead at everything. So I got to work on my double play. So you guys run the show.
So my double was, what's funny is 3 was your horse in the next leg, right, Frank?
Yes, correct.
And I ended up doing a kind of a hedge. My original ticket was a $50 double, 6 with 8. But I was like, I think it's going to pay enough. And I ended up adding the 3. So my main double is 6 in this leg with 8-3 in the next. Then I've got like the spread ticket with all my other horses, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 with the 8. And then I've got the 3 spreading with the other horses in the next. So I kind of, even though I've got convictions, like yesterday, I thought it might be a sequence where even $5 or $10 doubles might pay if I connect the right 2 dots. And it looks like that on the will pays. It's going to be like that. Commander, I actually thought we'd get 8 to 1, 6 to 1. So it got some good money. But again, it's probably because everyone's on the Jaramillo bandwagon now for sure. Wouldn't it be great if he won the next 2 races?
He is projected to go off at 17 to 1 per BRF formulator, but we'll see how accurate that is.
Oh, Commander, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The double?
That's a huge drift then.
Like all my tickets today were built around the 8 in the next leg, which is the one I like. But my 3 to the 8 is paying $230. That's actually a lot less than I thought it would be.
You and Steve-O should be working on a community ticket,
Right.
and then I will chime in after you guys have an outline.
So, Steve-O, who do you have 2 horses in this race? Who are you using?
Well,
We usually
I
use
actually had 3 horses in this race.
Oh my God.
I actually had 3 horses in this race. 1, 6, 7. 7's my A play, but it's really getting pounded right now. My God. So
you are 1, 6, 7.
That was 1, 6, 7 coming in. Well, 1, 6, 7 was on my horizontals everywhere, and we don't have. I could shave it for a double, obviously.
Well, we usually like so. And then who were your picks in the next leg?
Well, I thought the race that the 3 and the 10 came out were very key. Was a key race. We had a next out winner yesterday. Tough field. So I went 3-10. 10 is my A though, because I had some trouble in that race early and was stuck on the rail, and then by the time it swung out, the race was over. So I think the 10's going to improve a lot in the nightcap, but I've been wrong so far.
So you would go 10-3 is what you would be looking at, and you were 1, 6, 7. So then what Frank and I usually do is I read you out the pays, and then you decide if you're going to adjust, if it's worth it. So your 1 to the 3 is $60 for $5. Okay. Your 1 to the 10 is $83 for $5. Then the 6 to the 3 is $65. 6 to the 10 is 85, and then your 7 to the 3 is 83. Your 7 to the 10 is 76. So you're looking at your lowest possible pay right now, Steve-O, is $61. So if you want,
Yeah, that's not
if you did
attractive.
$5, you'd be like 3 by 2 is 5 times 5, $25, and your lowest pay is $61. So you're
What
getting.
I might end up doing,
Then you can decide if you want to press.
I might take the 3 out of the last leg and just gamble on the 10. And then maybe up my bet.
All right, so you're thinking of just doing everything to the 10. So you're 1 to the 10 right now, 84. Your 6 to the 10, 87, and your 7 to the 10 is 78 for $5.
Yeah, I got
So
1, 3,
you're thinking
6.
of doing something where you get your day and get all your bankroll back. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
correct?
I'm thinking 1, 3, 6, 7, or man, should I shave one off here? If I shave one between the 7's my A, so out of the 1, 3, and 6, who do I cut? Is what I got to make a decision on.
Which leg?
First leg here.
So I would tell you, Steve-O, based on how we've played these sequences, your lowest pay, like if you spent just $5 on your 167, which your 10-3 costs you $25, your lowest pay is 61. So you're actually getting double your money. So you may not have to shave. You could press your stronger convictions on your single here to your one in the next and keep the lower ticket, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about cash and tickets. The pays are really good on this double probables today. Like this is where, but you said you want to do a conviction thing. You'll also get paid doing a conviction bet today as well. I mean, the bets.
Yeah, I really think I want to make a stand with Fire Mountain.
That's a good one because that's going to be value for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the three beat the 10 last time, but I think the 10 can reverse the 3 this time.
And you did not look at the number 8, the Jaramillo horse.
Well, let me look at the 8. You keep, God, Jaramillo, Jesus. This guy keeps winning. Is he going to win again? How many more races is he going to win?
He's going to win this race, and he's going to win the next race. I mean,
he's going to go to Los Al and sweep the card later.
He's just going to dunk on everyone. He's like, his agent did not know a 6 horse or a 6 win lead over JJ was not enough. His agent was like, I need every winner you got, guys.
Here on. While Steve-O's trying to figure out what he wants to do with the double, let's throw a quick community one together.
Okay.
I planted a flag with the 7 in my double. I can bet the 3 to win. I don't need the 3 in my double. But how do you want to approach it? Because I have a 3, I have a single, and you have a single in the nightcap, the 3 and the 8. You want to use a couple here to go to those 2 horses? What are you thinking?
When I did my handicapping here, Frank, I went 6-1 to 8, but then, and I rarely do it. I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on a ticket into my 8. I do have that. I thought it was either going to be chalky. The favorites win 52% of the time, Frank, but it's like that race earlier when the favorite does not win. It's a crazy price that wins.
Who's your top pick?
6.
Okay. Then the Captain 1 you said?
I mean, my notes on it were Ricky Ferglat, one last out, logical single candidate. And that's one of those things, like my guys asked me, tell me which horse you think is a logical single. Doesn't have to win, but that was my logical single for this sequence.
So 6, 1, 8. And what are your notes on the 7?
7, I wrote chasing money, drops in class, blinkers back on, second start with the trainer, second off the layoff, second fastest horse in the race, big chance.
But you didn't use him.
Well, I do have him on.
Okay.
Like on the tail end, you know what I mean? Like I liked others better, but he is on a ticket.
The 3 and the 8 in the next leg are probably the ones taking all the money, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be hard to come up with a community here. So maybe we just go your top pick and my top pick. 6, 7.
Okay.
And then 3-8. What's 6-3?
Right now, double 6-3 is $66.
6-8.
187.
That's good. 7-3.
79.
7-8.
173.
Oh wow, the 8's great value.
Yes, I mean,
In fact, let's use your other ones here. What's the 1 to the 8?
1 to the 8 is 177.
And 8 to the 8?
413.
Well, since God looks out for babies, horses, and fools, Kieran is the fool. I think we absolutely have to play maybe even $10 doubles and try to hit it good.
All right.
6, 7, 1, 8 to the 8. You're 8.
6, 7, 1, 8. I'm going to throw in the 3 to the 8. So that's
Guys, I shaved this. I took Captain Sparrow off my ticket.
I like him the least, actually. So
Yeah,
I'm with you. I like the 7.
I'm taking him off so I can, make more money and go up in dollars on my bet.
Right. So what do you have a bet you want to call out?
Yeah, I listen. I have conviction on the 10 in the last leg. I know you guys love the 8. God bless Jaramillo. He won the jockey title. But does he have to win that race? No.
yes,
So,
he does for me to
I'm
win all my bets. Yes, he does have to
So
win.
I'm going 137 over the 10 on a double.
All right, I'm going to put
And
yours
I
up.
bet it for more money.
So one. What is it?
137 over
Yeah.
10.
Over 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people can bet it whatever amount they want. I just want to put it in there. Here's Steve-O, 137 single to the 10. I like that. Here's the crew, 1678 single to Kieran's 8. And here's mine. I'm singling here, 7 to the 3-8-10. I threw in your 10, Steve-O. And I'm playing that for $20. And I'm going to bet win money on the 3 only if it goes over 10 to 1. So I'm going to win.
Yeah, it's gonna float up.
Who was the horse you liked in here? Who do you using in this leg, Frank?
Well, I actually my A is chasing money. It took a lot of early money. I did do a $5 try key, 7 over 136.10. So we'll see what happens. It's a $60 bet. I'll hit it 10 times if he wins, and I get that combination underneath.
So I will say on the 7, he's getting a lot of place money again, like the favorite in the last race.
All right, they're loading, guys.
All right.
You can talk.
They're loading.
20% of 100, 43% chance winning, and a 28% chance.
Oh my God.
I am drinking
Oh
the
my God.
Gypsy Tears right now. Oh my goodness.
You know, Chasing Money was loaded, had nowhere to
Loaded.
go, and the 11 got first run, ran a big race though, and we couldn't run that one down.
Yeah.
It's
I thought for sure once the seam opened, the 7 was gonna
Yeah.
kick in and get the job done. The 11 was just better. I mean, I know the 11 had a better trip, but oh my goodness.
gosh.
Huron, all you
17 to
do
1.
all summer long is talk about betting
Oh.
Val Brinkerhoff horses.
Yeah, you do. You always mentioned him.
Yeah, but
But here, I tell you exactly what he's going to say. I don't know, Bays. I don't know. Maybe it was a different jockey. I don't know, Bays. I don't know. It's just like, I can't bet.
Hey, he won on this horse.
no, I will say, like, Bays is
Read your notes. Read your notes. Read your notes. I guarantee you.
33%. Bays is 33%. It is a Val horse. Out here, I don't know. I mean, and
No,
it is a
read
Val
your notes.
horse.
Those are your notes?
No, that's me. I'm doing it right now.
Read your notes. Read your notes. I guarantee you, Steve-O, he's going to knock Bays. Guarantee. Go ahead. On 3, 2,
I actually
1.
did not, because it's on the Santa Anita site. My notes are Brinkerhoff horse slower than others. Simple as that.
But yeah, usually you would say Bays for Brinkerhoff. Cannot
I know.
bet
I've
this
gotten
jockey.
better. I've gotten better.
I
Like,
love
usually-
Tyler. I think Tyler is
Last
such a
week,
good guy.
as Steve-O said, it was the nope double, where I went nope, and the double hit with the nope. So
You
now I
know
make
what,
sure to
Steve,
write something.
after that, he called me and goes, Frank, I'm never going to do that again. I got to at least say something about the horse. I can't just
Yeah.
say no.
But
Oh
for a
God.
lot of the guys,
Um,
and you know this too, Frank. A lot of my guys who read my stuff, the fact that I said Brinkerhoff horse, they might have actually thrown it on because they know my tendency to. He'll have 3 legs and I'll throw it on because that
I
dude
was
is a
expecting you
long
to have
shot
this horse.
trainer.
It really was. And I know this horse so well. That's
He's
exactly
just
how
so far out. I
Riding
didn't
it
think.
down from the outside.
Yeah, I just didn't think it had a. But look what happened.
It's never won here.
That last race was so bad, too. It was like,
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so
7-year-old.
hard.
Yeah, that was. But look, I mean, I know the 7 had to wait for room there, Steve-O, but really no
Yeah.
excuses, right? Just
Yeah, we
The
could have
11
ran
was
him down.
better.
I mean, the 11 ran big. The ran.
Yeah, the 11 was
11, I
big.
mean, they beat the rest of the field by 4
Yeah.
lengths, and
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
If
The 11
anything,
was better today. That's it.
like
Eleven
we
The
is
said
7,
on
I
this
thought the
show,
7 we were home, and I'm like, what is this 11? 11 was
Lee-
just ready to go.
when you handicap Lee horses, what we used to say was the horse will win
Oh,
for
did
fun
James win with it?
or have to catch an Uber. But I will say Lee's horses in the last few weeks, they either win or they are right there. There's no like they're coming last. He is dialed in with his barn right now for sure. Like dialed in.
We are drinking Gypsy Tears, but how about James White?
God.
He put this out in the community live chat. 168.
oh, look at
He
that.
has 2 horses that we don't have, the 5 and the 6. This is going to be huge, right? Who are the 5 and the 6?
Wow.
Milbo Baggins, Aggie Ordonez, and 6 Magpies.
Congratulations.
Kieran and I have been a million times, never wins. I hope today is the day, James White.
But he's going to go down. I'm sorry. 8's going to win the last race.
Well, you know what?
Well, actually,
You always have to
Look
pay
at these
attention
bill
toward the
pays.
end of the meet. The small barns start to heat up, right? So we saw
Which is
Daniel
great.
Dunham win today. We saw Val Brinkerhoff today. Yeah, maybe Aggie Ordonez will win the last race. That'd be
Well,
nice to see.
we talked about it on the show yesterday, Frank, where everyone was calling about the doom for California racing because Baffert was sending strings to chase the money, which makes sense when his horses cost $1 million and $2 million. Like, why would you not chase the big things? And we
Right.
have been still saying we're actually probably next year going to see bigger fields in the graded stakes race because he's leaving. The smaller stables will throw their horses in. I think it's a positive. And Bob is really good for the sport. There's a lot of
he's great. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. No doubt about it.
He knows that when he moves some horses, we will see bigger fields out here. He knows what it is,
And part of that is that because he's the GOAT, he gets great horses.
Yes.
Now maybe we'll see some of that wealth spread around a little bit to
Yes.
some of the other trainers who are fantastic horsemen. And I hear Donez is so good.
Oh, some of these they just don't get enough stables, and people don't realize. Well, he's moved some of his tack to Kentucky and Oaklawn.
Right.
There you have 20 more spots in the stable for more horses, and that's usually the thing that screws some of the smaller stables. Because
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, because for months, Tom Ryan, who is part of all the big ownership groups, all the $1 million, $2 million horses that Baffert gets, he was complaining that it's a tough ship from California to Oaklawn because there are no direct flights for the horses.
Yes.
So I think they were like, you know what? The only way to solve this problem is to go to Kentucky, and then if we have to ship to Oaklawn, it's an easy ship right there. That's all that is, really. Baffert probably did not want to leave California, but these are huge clients of his, and they had a problem to solve, and this is the solution they came up with. So, to your point, Kieran, all of those gazillion-dollar babies that we see from Starlight Stables, all the George Soros horses, whatever, I was like SK, all the whatever, they're all going to be over there. So that gives some of the smaller guys who have a decent 2-year-old a chance.
So,
which I think is fantastic.
So wait a minute, what's Baffert's game plan? What's he doing? I'm lost.
He's moving half of his stable to Kentucky permanently.
Chase the money.
Because next year they want to run they want to target Oaklawn with they're going to have a Midwest stable, I guess, basically.
But it makes it easier.
Oaklawn, Kentucky.
Yeah, based in Kentucky, and then when Oaklawn comes around, they'll go to Oaklawn.
And a lot of his horses are Kentucky bred, so they get the extra bonus on some of those races.
What they fail to consider is that if you're going that way to Oaklawn, you got to go up against the Simonoviches. And Baffert,
we got some
they got no shot against our guys.
Hey, Frank, I got a question for you. There's no carryover in the pick 6 today. It's a Mando, right?
Correct. Yes. All money must go. Every pool.
Is it going to pay 3 out of 6?
I'm looking at the pays. And
let's look at what's going on.
There's a really sneaky horse in the pays. Guess who the lowest paying horse is? So the 6.
In what pool? What pool, Kieran?
Pick 6. I'm going to start with the pick 6. The pick 6.
That's not an accurate assessment, but go ahead. That's all right.
Well, only because the 6 is paying $18,300.
5 is 6 though.
Pick 6, but the 8 is paying $19,900.
No, you're totally missing the point. Those are all 5 or 6s. There's only one horse alive.
Oh, that's the big one. Oh, I gotcha.
That's the 3.
Yeah.
Someone is single to actually maybe not. There might be multiple tickets actually, because the pool was over $1 million, right? So that'd be I think 4 people are alive to the 3.
Oh wow.
Everything else is 5 or 6.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Wow, look at the late money on the early money on the 10. Jesus.
Yeah. Kieran and Scott Steiner took the same math class.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish the bottle because I said I would try to on Tuesday. We're almost getting there. We gotta.
So hold on. This is unbelievable that the 3 is the only horse that pays out in the pick 6. That was my single. Steve-O, I know you love the 10 and Kieran loves the 8. What about the 3? Kieran, you shut up. Let Steve-O answer the question, please.
No, the 3 again. I had the 3 on my pick 6 ticket. I had the 3 and the 10. 10's my A.
Right.
A. It comes out of that key race with Mysterious Husband and Call Me Sir. We saw what Call Me Sir did yesterday.
Yeah. From the 12
it was a compact field.
Okay.
Yeah, they both were wide, both those horses. Well, actually, the one was in the rail, got stuck. That one was wide. But I think they both should wake up here today. I really do. And I think the 10, I thought the 10 would be the value.
Even
10's my A. 10's my A. I thought it would be a better price, though, and it's not.
Well, I will say on your 10.
Hold on, Kieran. Hold on. I will give you the floor in a moment. Do you think the 10 will go off favored, or you think that money is going to drift up, Steve-O? Because I think the 3 is probably going to go favored.
Well, it says projection that
Yeah.
the 3 is going to be 6-5, and the 10 is going to be 2-1.
Yeah.
DRF
More money
formula
than expected,
projection.
but I think the 3 goes favored. So there's still a little bit of value there. I think the 10 post is why maybe some people will get off it. Kieran, if you don't mind, can you read your notes on the 3? That's it. He's in timeout, Steve-O. He's messing around. He's in timeout.
He's got notes?
Makes sense. That was it.
No, I took you out of the studio because you were punking us. You were pretending you were on mute, Kieran. I put you in timeout. Seriously, what do you have on the 3?
I just said, Freshie for McCarthy makes sense. The chalk. That was it. Nothing extra.
Right. So you believe the 3 should be the chalk and will be the chalk.
I think the 3 will be the chalk. Yes.
I agree with you. Now
It will be the chalk. It will be the chalk.
Steve-O's 10, I wrote JJ for Urton, who's only 7% second time routing. That was my thing. And all the way out there on the outside, I mean, JJ is a huge upgrade. I'm looking back here. That last race, I mean, you do have sharp works, but
Kieran, you're drifting. You're drifting. What are your notes? What are your notes? I want to know what you thought about the horse when you were doing the work, not in the moment.
JJ for Urton, who's only 7% second time routing, which means a toss for me.
Okay. And then your 8, because that's your single. I want to know why.
Hara for Palma. Look at those workouts! Exclamation mark. 46, 46, 45 seconds. This is the horse that Hara picked, top pick in the race.
And you're getting 7-1.
Yes, I'm going to bet. If that horse is over 4-1, I'm betting money to win. And I'm probably going to do a exact and a try with my other horses in here.
So I would like to ask you one more question, because one of our loyal crew members is alive to what I'm going to guess is a lot of money in this double.
Okay.
Can we check and see what the 5 and 6 are paying in the double?
In the double, the 5 to the 6 is $639.
Okay, and 5 to the 5. I'm sorry. Hold on. What is the double paying? This is the last race, right?
Correct.
So what is the double paying to the 5 and the 6 here?
$3,639.
Okay, 3. Okay.
Wow.
Can I ask you what your notes are on those horses? Because I don't think I came up with either one of them. You said Aggie. Go ahead.
I mean, I had 3 as my third choice, and I went Tiago for Sherman, Bullet 46-second workout, and then the number 5, Ayusa for Aggie. One last under Kent on dirt. The trainer is 3, 3, and 2 for 8 for 38%. Put on a long shot ticket.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I was all about, like, when I do my notes, 8, space. Then I went 3, 6, 10, 5 in that order for this ticket. So for me, when I'm doing exactas and tries, when I'm looking at the bets, Frank, I'm going to probably do 8 over 3, 6, 10, 5. And then I might do your thing where I come back and do 3, 6, 10, 5 over 8.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes, it does. So none of us are alive to anything, right? That knocked us out.
No, we're knocked out of everything under.
So one more comment, because I want you guys to come up, and we got to fire away in the last race. But another DTL crew member, John Alwell, wanted to say, love the early money on Steve-O's horse, the 10. And
is that at 3,000?
We should all congratulate Tyler. Yes. I'm a huge fan of Tyler and his agent, Riley Shapiro. Congratulations on 3,000. Even Kieran. And I know Kieran will congratulate.
And you know who I hear is sitting on my shoulder right now? I know Leo, 2 of his jockeys that he talks about all the time are Van Dyke and Tyler Bays, if I'm correct. He always talks those guys up. So,
well,
oh my God! Read the next comment. Read the next comment. Oh my God, the last one.
The very last one. This one here. I'm just going to put it up.
Oh wow!
This is Andrew. Cannot believe if I had last race might be 3. It might be.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no! But you're alive though. The 3 and the 10, right? Oh no, this isn't Andrew. I'm sorry. This is Leah. Hey Leah.
Oh, the 11.
What are the
Oh
3
my
and 10
God.
paying in the pick 3?
You're gonna owe tax money. No, the pick 3. The 3 is paying 14,000.
Oh my gosh.
The 10 is paying 16. So we'll invite you to the track and we'll take you into the Eddie Logan, but you're buying all the drinks.
Yeah, let me know when that is. I'll fly out there.
Yeah, it's
We
so
hit
nice
this.
to see you back in the chat here. Huge fan of honor code, so we always root for honor code horses. Yeah, and that is a mistake. Don't get me wrong, I understand it, but at the same time, let's think positive, right? Let's think positive. You are alive. Raise your hand if you're alive in anything. No,
I can't
you're
raise
not
my
alive,
hand.
Kieran.
I am, because I got a trifecta I'm going to do, so I'm alive in that.
Oh yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive in the nightcap. I'm going to make a bet right now on my phone.
As long as there's a race, you guys are alive. I love it. Okay, good.
Yeah. It's our get out race.
I will say,
sorry, honor code, smart code.
I will say, Frank, so the 10, on the way the money's coming in, the people betting on the 10, aside from all the pool money and them hedging and whatnot, they're believers. 25K to win, 8K to place, 2K to show. They are not, no one, the 3 is where they're hedging. The 3 is where the show hedge is coming. So the guys betting the 10 are betting it on the nose, and it might be because they're trying to cover the other bets, maybe. I don't know.
They might be hedging on the 3 in the place and show pools because
the ones they don't have.
The 3 is a significant favorite in the double.
Oh, by far.
Yeah, and not as much in the pick in the pick 3 because the 10 is close, 14,000 versus 16. But in the double, you're looking at 300 to the 3 and 530 to the 10. So that's a pretty significant separation right there.
The seven got Dino Dave, the Kimura horse. Actually, I think I had it on a ticket. I was just like, what did I write with that one?
Did I say 7? I meant 10. Sorry.
Third off the layoff. You know what I mean? I mean, that small stable hits a lot. You know, and this might be one of those races where.
Well, here we need Larry. He's the master of the hedge because the question here is that Leah likes the 6, 7, and 8. So, I mean, what do you do? I know Karen and I are very stubborn. We don't hedge a lot, but this might be one of those situations where, you know, if we were.
I will say, what you sent to us earlier, Steve. I looked at the messages you sent. That is probably the only time I would hedge, like you did. You know what I mean? Where you were looking at a gigantic pay.
Correct.
There was 3 horses you didn't have, and you'd be like 1,000.
Yeah, what I did.
That's where I would hedge. Yes.
Well, look, she's looking at 25,000 and 16,000.
Wow.
So, I mean,
but there's so many more horses here to hedge as opposed to what I had,
right?
Because I was getting 5 out of 6 on the for the other 2 horses twice. The 1 and the 3 in that race, because even though I didn't pick them because it was paying 4 out of 5.
All right.
So I actually had 4 horses.
Right. So you ended up. How much did your ticket cost? It was only $24, right? So
it was a $24.
Yeah, you still took good money out of the race.
Well, here.
Yeah, I made $3,200 profit.
Let me give you some stats on this race, guys. 18 races, 17 winners were under 5-1, and the other winner was over 10-1. So, whatever it means, like it's either low price or like a 40-1 shot. I'm thinking Jaramillo thinks the jockey title's on the line and the 8 is going to win this race. That's what I'm thinking.
I threw the 8 on my try underneath.
We need Frank back so he can use that express bet trifecta tool and tell us what we're actually looking at for pays. I'm thinking I'm going to do 8 over all my other horses, but I'm going to have to look and see. So I ended up going with. And yes, we are a low takeout, but we're the last race of the meet. We got to kind of get out of the day. 8 over 3.
Yeah, it's been a. I
6.
tell you, the last couple of days at Santa Anita, these prices are really great. Unbelievable.
It is the best racing there is. People discount it. There's been times where we've been on the show, Steve-O, and a 6 to 5 and a 2 to 1 double for $5 pays like 8 to 1. And people don't get that. They're like, it's all chalky out there. You got 5 and 6 horse races, but on the low takeout bets, you make money. Like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
It's the best thing. So 8 over 365. If Frank was here and not relieving his bladder, we'd have that fancy tool on Express Bet where you can actually, if you did not know, Steve-O, they'll give you the will pays or the probables for trifectas. Frank, we want to do some trifectas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, Karen, you know who we need to sponsor the show? Do you have a prostate the size of a lemon? Are you getting up in the middle of the night 18 times to relieve your bladder? We need a prostate supplement company. All right, what do you guys want to know?
I'll start with mine. Let's go 8 with
Okay.
3, 6.
8 with 8, 3, 6. What?
Yep.
So 8, 3, 6. This is for $2, by the way. Okay.
All right.
So 8 with 3 with 6 is $179 for 2.
Oh, that already tells me because that's the lowest combination. Because I was thinking I was going to
No,
do.
it's not. The 10 is lower.
What's the 10?
135 for 2.
So 67. Well, I was thinking of just using all my horses, so I was thinking 8 over 3, 6, 5, 10. So I'm wondering what that would cost me if I bet it. Steve-O, do you have some? Frank will punch it in for you.
Yeah,
I did a $10. Yeah, I did a $10 try. I don't, man, considering the price, I don't know how much it's going to pay, so I spent $10 on it.
Well, give me the lowest combo, the 3 shortest horses. So the shortest one on top, 10.
Well, I just did 10 on top.
Right.
With let's see, hold on. I did 10 on top with 3, 7, 8 underneath.
Okay. Well, let me the 10 on top. The favorite combo is the 10 with the 3 with the 6, and that's paying 66 for $2. So which horses do you have? 10 with 3 with who?
7, 8.
So 7 is 130 for $2, and the 8 is 95 for $2.
I'll take that. That'll pay like
so
$950 to $1,000.
Okay.
What we like to do, Steve-O, is if we've got some ideas we have for a try, we look like what's the first choice, the second choice, and the third, and then we get our lowest payout, and then it gives us, is this worth doing? Oh, yes, and then we fire away.
Yeah, I actually did a $10 try, so is 50 cents the minimum on that?
It's a $1.
I think Santa's $1. I think Del Mar is 50 cents. Yeah.
Okay, that's $1. So yeah, I'll make it run a dime if I can get the 7 or the 8 underneath with it.
So back to Leah. She has 6, 7, 8 are the ones she likes, but she's and they're all like 5 to 1, 6 to 1. It's hard to hedge, when you're in that situation. And like Steve-O said, in a big full field, what if something wacky happens? Then you've, lost even more money. So I don't really know the answer to that.
So Frank, I'm going to spend $60 just because that's what I do. I'm doing 8 over 3, 6, 10, 5. And then I'm coming back with 3, 6, 10, 5 over 3, 6, 10, 8, 5. And it's going to cost me $48. So I'm spending $60. I probably should be looking at the exactas, but it'll be one of those things I go, I should have. Actually, what's my 8? The exacta 8 over 3 is $25. 8 over 6 is $35. 8 over 10. It's actually not bad for the exactas, Frank.
I only play low takeout wagers, so
I know.
This is all on you. I'm out. I'm done. I'm gonna lick my wounds. Go home. I might bet the 8 to win if it stays at 6-1.
That's the other thing I'm going. Should I spend the $60 on nonsense or just straight up on the nose?
It's the last race. Come on, it's Easter. Let's do it.
We've already converted him, Frank. He's another degenerate joins the DTL.
Hey, listen. if it's a sin today, Jesus will forgive your sins.
Right, it's Easter, right? We're allowed to do whatever we want. It's instant forgiveness. Oh my God, I love it.
I forgive you. I forgive you.
I am gonna bet Kieran's horse to win just because, it'll just be my luck that his horse will win, and then I have to hear 3 weeks of him in my ear. I won the last race at Santa Anita.
Well, I could just do it for us on our community one, Frank. What do you want to do? $20 win show?
20 bucks to win, and then play some exactas with the 3 and the 10. Well, actually, no. Let's not do that. Hold on. Anyone have any? You can do the win money. That's fine.
I just did $20.
Running the gate. Good luck. You know what? Leah and James White.
Yeah, we're cheering for you guys. Someone always wins big on our show. So
let's win some money. Let's do it.
All right. We'll be back after the race. Good luck, everybody. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness! Wow. First of all, sorry, Leah, that was tough. But second of all, James White, 6 Magpies, finally gets it done after Frank betting on the horse 18 times. Wow. What is this coming back? What did we say? I mean, no excuse for my 3. Kieran's horse is still catching an Uber. Oh, we got to add Steve-O. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
just,
into the turn, the 8 was gonna just rock it, and then kind of did, and then everyone swamped. So.
Well, that was the way Jaramillo was riding the turf course when he first got here. That's not the winning move. Not the winning move. I'm not blaming him. He was probably stuck outside, had no choice. But once he learned to start save ground and do inside, he's been phenomenal. I knew that horse was going to flatten out. I was not worried about that horse at all. I expected the 3 to have a little bit more run.
Nothing.
A little flat.
Yeah.
And then what happened with the 10? I didn't really get to see the 10's trip there, Steve-O.
The 10 made a move on the turn, and at the quarter pole, looks like he got shot at the quarter pole.
Yeah, the 10 is. I know what the 10 is.
Oh my God.
This is not Frank. This is Steve-O's 10. Where is it? Right here.
Well, mine too.
Hey, look, Frank's horse is catching an Uber. This is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Hey, to the races.
Yeah.
Except it's Steve-O's horse.
Yeah. The 10 grabbed a hot dog on the grandstand there. But yeah, 6 Magpies, that one figured. The 7 figured. The 7 I liked better than the 6, but hey.
Yeah, like the 9.
It always shows a closing run, right? But hasn't been able to get there. Today the horse got there, right? It's horse racing. Good job, James White. Here on the
what did that
stream,
pay?
someone on the show hitting for something nice continues.
Yeah, I mean,
Bulls.
the double is $639, which is not bad, but the pick 3, the 6 paid $25,000.
Oh my God, what a big pick 3 that is.
And then I'm gonna go and look at the all.
Wow.
So the all turf. I mean, it's not a bad day to end it. We said yesterday the pools would be juiced today. Results, show results. Oh, so on the all turf. No. I was looking at the tropical. I was like, I couldn't have paid that.
Well, that's a big pick 3.
I'm annoyed. Like a lot of these ADWs, it's so bad. Like when the first leg goes off, tell us what the will pays are. You already know. Come on, give us.
I love this guy. That one. He always comes on. He either criticizes our tickets, says we have no opinion. Now he's punking on Steve. The 10 was a trap. You got to say that before the race, man. Come on.
Well, you know what? In hindsight, yeah, it wasn't very good.
Actually, he did.
I thought
before the race. He did say it before the race, so kudos to him.
Yeah,
you got to.
I thought it was a key race.
Got to say who you like.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, we appreciate.
I thought it was a key race.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone's comments.
But we also got to talk smack. They talk smack to us.
Yeah, no, I agree. You're right. That one, I take it back. I missed your earlier comments, so thank you for contributing. We like negative comments. Not negative, we like criticism because it keeps us on our toes. So I appreciate that.
I mean, the whole field, if you guys look at this field, you got horses with 25 starts, 17 starts, 23 starts. You know, I'm hoping the 10 improves a little bit too. That's, 2 starts.
Well, 2 starts, and that's much tougher level.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, much tougher level. Well, 10 posts, whatever. I mean, it wasn't a bad pick. I wouldn't knock the pick. I like 3 better, and the 3 was the favorite, the 3-2, and finished 3rd. So my pick stunk too.
Yeah,
Here on, I mean, that was the worst pick of the whole season. Your pick.
My notes were like, the 10 was like Jaramillo couldn't win on him. So what is?
No, Pierre.
I was counting my money.
Did win on. Pierre did win.
Counting my money into the turn, but then the horse had nothing late. But still, I will say if there's anything I would take out of that, his jockey agent put him on the livest horses today for closing day to make sure he won that title. Like that is one thing I would take away. And if you're a handicapper, this next meet and Del Mar, I think they're going to own.
Remember, they drew this card Sunday. They drew like on Tuesday. So he didn't know that he would have had it sewn up, right, Kieran? That's your point.
No, yesterday,
every horse was a live horse.
Yesterday and today, he put him on the most, and he won 2 or 3 races today, which is all. When you're up 6, you need to win at least 1, And he had all his horses competed. Look, his 30-1 horse dropped to 6-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's happy for him. I mean, what a meet! Way to go, James. He's getting a lot of congratulations in the chat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, all of our Venezuelan friends. So, what do you take off? Do you think Jaramillo will go to Florida? Like, what do you?
No way.
These jockeys, they're crazy. They don't lose any business or any
mouth. Who's going this next week? I didn't even look to see who's actually.
Right. Is he going to go to Keeneland? Maybe. I mean, the top jocks do not take 2 weeks off, right?
No,
Steve-O?
they do not. They
got to keep their business going.
So
I see guys coming to Oaklawn, Gulfstream.
He probably hit. If I was him, he's probably back to Gulfstream next week.
Yeah, that's what I would say. They'll probably clean up there because this is the step sibling meet compared to the Royal. Oh, no, not the Royal, the Championship, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, he'll probably go back there. He's probably got family there, whatever. So good for him. But you know what, Kieran? If he is back there, we might have to go to the tropical turf.
That might be what we do because I don't think we can not do a show for 2 weeks in a row. It'd be nice to have the break after doing 5 shows this week or 4 or whatever.
But you know what? Wherever Jaramillo goes, we'll go.
Oh, I agree.
Because he is now like the official mascot of our show.
Well, look at this. We're going to play the shit. We've got people in here. We got to show. I mean, he has his own song now. That says everything. And he liked it. He actually watched it earlier on Twitter. So he liked our video. So we'll see. We'll play it again.
From the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made, and Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now he's lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk flash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Double trouble in the stretch, crowd screaming loud, and Michel Jaramillo bringing fire to the ground. Oh, Jaramillo, he's burning down the track tonight.
Well, hopefully he's not.
What the heck is that? Boss, you said that you wanted to copy Frank and his mattress. No! I said matrix, not mattress, you idiot! I don't think matrix is a word, boss.
Oh,
Sorry.
Was that piss on the...
What is the matrix? It's when your A horse runs second, your B runs third, and your C horse wins at 50-1 and you still lose the ticket. I have a name for our betting strategy. Okay, I see. I think you should call it the matricide. You're out there murdering bankrolls faster than maiden claimers with gate issues.
And we saw
These are really
maiden
good.
claimer race with gate issues today, too.
Oh, speaking of gate issues, how about Cherokee Nation? Oh, boy.
Yeah,
That wasn't good.
Jaramillo left, and Baffert talked about it. He was sad that he left. But that was why we were off it, kind of.
I'm driving down the Hot Springs on Wednesday. We got a couple of horses running down there. I'm going to play in some Twin Spires tournaments for Oaklawn Park while I'm down there.
When does Oaklawn end?
Kentucky Derby weekend.
They should be embarrassed because on their big race days with 9 million people on track, their handle still sucks compared to an average Friday at Santa Anita with the low takeouts.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the crowd are there mostly for the racing, probably $2 and $5 bettors, as opposed to the Sharpies in Southern California. I could see that. Arlington was like that too. Baby strollers and $5 bets.
Hey, the tracks were built on average gamblers going, hey, honey, let's take the kids to the track. And they got like balloons and
the thing is, like, I think Oaklawn is an excellent product.
They could own the market.
I love handicapping their races. I love the job the racing office does. It is phenomenal. They introduce the same low takeouts wagers that we do, which awesome. Give us horse players a chance.
And
but I don't think they realize how important those pools are. So they haven't done anything to market them or promote them because, the people at Santa Anita who are there for the day having fun, they're not playing these low takeout wagers because they're good bets. They're having fun. But our community is, because we've, tried to help educate horse players all over the country that, like, look, you don't have to go up against the sophisticated models or even some of the high takeout wagers. Start to reallocate some of your funds into these wagers. So the point is, Oaklawn has a huge potential to make their pools just as good as Santa Anita's because their product is fantastic. But I don't think they're there yet. I think that's the point Karen was trying to make, but it's hard to listen to him.
Well, we did a show for them, and when they started the winter meet, the lowest day was 95K, Steve-O. And we were in contact with their guy. Oh, yeah. Crickets. So then we went, all right, we're done.
Well,
I think their latest hand was like 50K or something like that, Frank.
Yeah, it's sad because I'm shocked that more players aren't playing it. But there's a reason they're playing, because they're playing Santa Anita because
yeah, they had a contest. They had a contest there that was poorly run. I kept asking about it. There were no feeders.
Tyler Fastow, Express Bet, saved their butt on that tournament. That's all I got to say.
I was down there that weekend. And
did you play, Steve-O?
Yeah, I played that weekend, and it was just leading up to it. I was going down there anyway, but I can't tell you how many horse players have never been to Hot Springs. It's amazing.
I know. It's on my bucket list. I absolutely want to go. And we actually
we were going to go
into the contest because
we were going to do a show.
We knew about it in the holiday meeting and said, how can we help? Like, let's get the word out. What are they going to be feeders? They're like, we haven't figured it out yet. And I'm like, well, and then originally I think they were just going to do it on track. And then nobody signed up. So then they reached out to the ADWs and went, but you're right. There were no feeders. There was no buzz. There was no marketing.
We told them we'd go do our show live from there, and I would play in the tournament.
We would play in the tournament for real, but we wanted to qualify first, but we couldn't. There was no fee.
Well, it's a $3,500 entry fee. I mean, they do have a contest the day before, but have some feeders for that $3,500. You're going to get very few guys who are going to walk up there. Here's $3,500 so I can play, and they're taking a portion towards the prize pool.
Oh my. So, Frank, we got to show Steve-O what we do at the end of the show, the win parlays.
Hold on 1 second, though, because Steve was making some good points as well. And that is actually our point. Like, we would have loved to have gone and supported it and talked about it, but they don't really know what they're doing from the horse player perspective with the low takeouts and the tournaments. Don't get me wrong. It was their first time trying, whatever. The fact that they're even doing it is a huge step forward, right? Huge step forward. But I don't know if you have an in with anybody there. Maybe we can start reaching out to some people just for focus groups, advice, whatever, if this is something they want to grow in the future. If they don't, that's fine too. But my point is, they had a couple of good opportunities this meet, and I feel like they squandered them because I would have gone to Hot Springs to play in the tournament on track.
I was looking for rooms, and they were sold out, and I was like, well, I'm not going to stay far away. And then the week before, they're like, well, if you're playing the contest, now you get a room. I'm like, dude, it's too late. And blah, 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 blah.
Well, there's There's a guy there that's been there for a long time, Jason Milligan. He's been there since Terry Wallace was there.
Oh wow.
They used to have they had tournaments in the like 07, 08, 09. I used to go to those, and then they quit doing them for a decade. And he was there. He was a younger guy back then, Jason. They got a new guy, Zach.
Oh yeah, we know Zach. No comment.
They got a guy, Zach Gilham, I think his name is.
No comment. No comment.
I don't know him. I don't know him very well, but
I'm going to tell you what I say right now.
Here on. Let's see him finish, please.
No, I'm just saying. No, you're right. No, I was just going to say I don't know him well, and he is green or wet around the ears when it comes to tournaments.
He's wet around.
You know what, Steve? I think I'm not putting this on your shoulders by any means because you have plenty of things going on. But if you happen to see Zach or talk to Zach, give them some feedback. You guys run horses there. You guys should have a say in the way the track is presented to horse players. And the fact that they have 10, 12 horse fields, competitive races, horses from every circuit, all the big trainers running there, and their pick 5 pool, their double was like 40,000, and we're doing 300. Like that makes no sense to me.
And you know what you need to tell them, Steve-O? In the next 2 to 3 years, Turf Paradise is going to destroy them. I'm just telling you right now.
My dad loves that track.
Yeah.
Turf.
Well, he's going to love it even more after you see all the
new ownership there. So I'm telling you right now, Steve-O, you guys need to put a radar there. Those guys are going to they're going to own parts is going to be done.
The location and the facility are going to be. I mean,
they're going to be the feeder for California.
Now working on the gambling product, right?
Yes.
Trying to get the.
I've never been there.
Well,
I need to get out there.
We haven't been to the renovated one. I've been to the other one, but that's a long time ago. But anyway, the point is they're starting with the facility. The location's already great. Now they got to start on the wagering menu. Now they've got to start on reaching out to horse players, and they already have. So they have really, really big plans for that racetrack. And the reason Kieran and I are so excited about it is because they could kind of start all over, right? I mean, they don't have to worry about the way the past was run. They could kind of start from scratch. So, I mean, 10 years from now, I think they could be, they might even have a Breeders' Cup there one year. I don't know.
Oh, that would be cool. Well, Lone Star had a Breeders' Cup.
That's true. That's right.
They had a P-Val came out on Tuesday, and on Monday we did a show. The turf track looks like
nice.
You remember when I went out to Sam Houston, Steve-O? I was shocked at how good the turf was out there. Like I love
it's nice.
That was the same opinion I had of Turf Paradise.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice compliment then, because
I would say you guys absolutely need to take a look there. So what we like to do at the end of the show is we try to prove to everyone that the low takeout bets pay big money. So we do the win parlay, and looks like the pick 3 paid $25,831.
I'm going to guess that's fantastic. We'll do it in a second. But my gut reaction says the double's a little light. I don't know what you guys think.
Well, the pick 3, Frank, I did it twice, and it came back saying it was going to pay $9,895. So you made
25,000%
more on the win parlay, or on the low takeout.
And you know what we're going to hear tonight? Well, the takeout should be 14.99% instead of 15%.
Yeah, no, if you look on Twitter, Steve-O, what they're going to say is, well, yeah, the track gave us $5 beers, but it should be $4.
So here, what did you use, Grok?
I used Grok, and I went.
I'm going to do ChatGPT as a backup because I want to be absolutely right about it, and then I'll do my own math after the show, which usually, I vet everything. But so a calculated $3 win parlay with horses that paid. Go ahead. Race 8.
54.40.
50. Who was that?
Oh, no, sorry, 54.80. So mine is a little off.
Which horse was that? I don't even remember.
Lilo Lil.
Oh, right. Oh, Jaramillo.
Yeah.
Okay, 54.80. Go ahead.
36.20.
And that was Tyler Bays, right? Okay.
Yep.
And
13.40.
1340. And what did you come up with on your chat, on your AI?
98.95.
Weird. I have 99.68, but general ballpark.
No, but I put 54.40 and it was 54.80, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. There you go. So I have 9. I'm going to write this down because I like to tweet it out, Steve-O, because full transparency here. We do not want to be providing misinformation. We're just doing our best to let people know that
it's the only bet.
Why get pounded in the high takeout CAW dominated pools when you have this one to swim in? And what did it pay, Kieran?
25.
Actually pay
25.
25 what?
Wow.
I want it to the penny.
831.
Wow. I got to start playing that bet more often.
You hop on with us. We'll play it we play it
since Del Mar. I mean, our show name is Double Trouble. We were all about the late double. 4 shows in, we went, oh my God, the pick 3 is where the action is.
Yes.
And it's that's why we started doing the pick 3. We do the all turf now because it lets us do more, but the pick 3 is like the old pick 4, to tell you what it like. And the pay, like, what a way to end the meet. 25.
Yesterday we were up. We were up to bat. Kieran was single to his pick 3 to the 1 for like $2,500 on a $3 bet. I was single to the 10, $5,500 on a $3 bet, and then we both missed the pick 3. But the leg before, Kieran had all these double combos. He had a $5 double yesterday for $1,500. I mean, it's insane.
Wow.
The reason it's juiced is the robots are coming in and playing, but they don't get the rebates. They can't cover the combinations.
Right. They can't bully the market.
But they put enough money in where it pays more for the rest of us when you're right. And the worst payout we've seen, Steve-O, on the pick 3 is the takeout. You still get the you still make more money than doing it normal.
Or if there's like a late scratch or something and the favorite wins.
The only thing that changes it, but best bet there is. What'd you get for
the
the double?
Their models they're not built to predict winners. They're just built
rebate
to set the
models.
market. All right. Anyway, Kieran, intuitively, I think the double's light. So let's do it. $5 win parlay with horses that paid
36.20 and 13.40.
Okay, maybe not, because I was thinking maybe the $50 horse was there, but let me just try to do quick math in my head.
It is light.
360. Yeah, because I'm thinking like 360 times 2.5, probably like 800. But let's say.
No.
40, hold on.
No,
I don't know what horse I paid. No, I'm thinking the parlay is about 800.
No, it's not light. The parlay 606.
And what did it pay?
639.
That's the takeout, though. That's not like
takeout
a massive
is
overlay.
why. I mean, the takeout is, hey, would you like an extra $2 per 100 bet? No, I don't want that. But when you churn, that's a big thing. That's the edge.
Let's do the all turf.
All right, all.
Oh, that was a late pick 3 you guys went over? That was 25,000?
The double, the 25 was the late pick 3, 25,000.
So, all right, so that was the regular races, what, 8, 9, 10?
Yes.
Correct. The $3 minimum,
Okay.
50%.
The higher.
Steve-O, if you're gonna play one bet a day,
I would say
play the late pick 3.
that's the only bet you should play right now.
But it has
late
to be
pick
the low
3.
takeout high minimum.
Yes. The
Okay.
$3 late pick 3 is if you only bet one bet, that's the bet you bet.
Unfortunately, you got to wait 2 weeks to do it, but you can try it at Oaklawn. We haven't done the win parlays there. I don't know if there's an overlay or not. I'm thinking not, because the CAWs don't have any cutoffs or anything. So
I think they let them bet till the 16th pull.
Dude, listen to this. We have not seen this all meet. In the $3 late pick 3, Kieran, in the payoffs, if the 2 had won, they paid 2 of 3.
You're joking.
I'm looking at it right now. Nobody had that combo.
Wow.
That's
that
crazy.
tells me everything I know about the CAWs. Have no clue in this pool.
No.
Because everything would have been covered. I mean, they can't buy the market.
You know what's going to happen? we're going to see someone on Fox or CBS 3 or 6 months from now say how they discovered all this nonsense.
You've been talking about it for how long?
And they're the sharpest tools in the shed, and they're like, bet this bet. The rebate players they don't get the edge. They don't get the extra rebate. People don't realize they gamble $100,000 in a race, they will lose $90,000. It's the way their models are, but they'll get $11,000 back as a rebate, and they're ahead. People,
and when you do that 100 million times a year, you make good money.
And many of them are.
Karen, that is proof positive that the CAWs are completely clueless in this market.
No, they don't know. And people say they always hit the right thing. No, they hit the right combinations. And when they win with the favorite, they might have $100 on the favorite, but they got $20 on the crazy horse that could screw them, where they still come ahead on the worst case scenario to get the rebate money.
All they do with their model is they price up all their horses and they bet enough money on each horse so that they either win a little, break even, or lose a little. And that's it.
And the other thing to keep in mind is this theory is too, most of these crews are not based in the US, aka no tax.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too.
And but that's the other.
If the CAWs were in the pool, their robot would have scoured the whole pool and said, there's one combination that isn't covered. And they would have bought it for $3. And it would probably swept the whole pool.
Yes.
If that combination had hit, they would have swept a $300,000 pool. That's crazy. Oh my God, that's why there's such good value in here. But anyway, let's do the all turf. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm just bummed that none of us hit. All right.
Man, we came close, but look at the prices.
Gosh.
Hey, John White hit. All right, $3 win parlay with horses that paid.
$520.
Yeah.
Boring.
That was that was the Mark Lott horse, right? $520. Yeah.
$54.80.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And
$13.40.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The all turf is hit or miss, actually. I have $14.31.
I'm trying to let me look and see if I can find it.
I can find it. Oh.
No, I got to scroll down to the all turf. Where is it? Oh, there we go. No. Santa Anita turf pick 3. Who won the last race so I can see? What was it?
6 Magpies, the 6.
$453.
Paid $453?
Yeah. Well, the will pays. I can't see. They don't show me the actual thing. I hate how they do some of these bets.
Oh, let me look, because that seems really light, but maybe not.
Yeah, that can't be.
I mean, unless the favorite was just. But usually when you have a 54.
No, it paid $32.66, Frank.
Yeah, that's more. $14.31.
Yeah.
Paid $14.31.
Oh, only 150% more or 140% more. Yeah.
Boom.
Low takeouts.
Low takeout. What is it? I don't see. I don't know. You found it though. That's the correct.
I went to Caesars.
Oh yeah, 3,200. And the pool size was 129.
32.66. Wow.
All right.
Now, both Frank and I have been chasing this all turf. We thought it would have paid more by now, but maybe now on this when the Hollywood meet rolls in, Frank, this new condition book, we might start seeing this comp.
Yeah, it's really weird, Steve-O. We don't see the same kind of overlays as we do in the late pick 3 pool. Still a very good bet, don't get me wrong, but we haven't quite figured it out yet. Why? Maybe because those pools are a little smaller. Although you would think you get better because less people are playing. If you have a weird combo, do we finally get?
So the regular late pick 3 is the best.
Yeah. So Santa Anita is on a break right now. Oaklawn. When does Oaklawn run to?
That ends on Derby Day.
Okay, so you have you have a month left at Oaklawn. They have the same wager. They have a 15% $3 late pick 3, and they also have a 15% $5 late double. And in fact, I mean, we could do a show. We could do a show if you want, because Santa's.
Yeah, I play the double all the time, but I never play the pick 3, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, because we started doing the double, like Kieran said, and the double's great. But we're looking at the pick 3s and going, what? Logical, and it paid $800, and the parlay pays $400.
And then we started handcuffing the bets, and then the all turf came in, and we're like, oh my god, another extra hedge kind of bet.
So we shifted the focus of the show to start for the late pick 3, because that's where the value is. I mean, it's crazy. I don't think it's going to last forever. At some point, some model's going to come in and correct everything. But until then, it is.
I don't think they can, Frank. I don't think the way the models are set up, I don't think they want to.
I don't think they shouldn't really, because the margins are too thin. But Kieran, we're dealing with technology and AI and really smart people. If there's money to be made there, they will find a way.
But when they're wrong, it only takes them being wrong once a weekend, and we clean up.
Yeah, it's just so. Steve-O, if you want to start playing the wager more to get your, feel for it, we'd be more than happy to do an Oaklawn show with you guys. And,
okay.
Because we don't know where we're going to go next, because SoCal's off for 2 weeks. Keeneland has those wagers, so we could also do some Keeneland stuff. Horseshoe Indy is introducing the $5 late pick 5 low takeout, so that's another place to look. And if Jaramillo is at Gulfstream, we'll do the
we're going to follow wherever he goes. We're going.
I've seen man.
What were you going to say, Steve-O?
No, I was just going to say that bringing that 11 in today with everything else that guy's done already.
Unbelievable. So what's next for you? You said you're going to Hot Springs soon?
Yeah, I'm going to Hot Springs Wednesday. We have Orthodox Easter. I do 2 Easters. Well, sometimes it falls on the same day.
Right.
And then my brother and my uncle, they're like vice president of the Serbian Orthodox Church in Arkansas in Hot Springs.
Oh, wow.
And then we got a couple of horses running. We have Premium running on Friday in the second race down there. We got some things figured out on him, and I think he's going to wire the field that day.
Ooh, nice. Good. Premium race 2 on Friday?
Yeah, Premium race 2 on Friday. And then we do have a couple in on Thursday, a couple of fillies that really need turf, I think. Okay. So I'm going to dismiss those 2 on Thursday, but we're going to go watch them anyway at the track.
Who trains?
My brother.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Yeah, my brother Danny.
How many
he did really good.
Training?
Well, we have we've got about a dozen or so in training. We got another 5 or 6 laid up at the farm. Right. We bought a farm down there. And then my dad's my dad's really big in breeding right now. He's got 4 golden pals. He's got a couple of blames. He's got a Cantharos.
Very speedy.
And a couple of Archiebreds.
I was going to say, is he breeding in Arkansas or?
Yeah, the money's too good. So we have this horse named Bold Alex. That's a 2-year-old. He looks really nice. As a matter of fact, the sale topper, it was an Army mule it was an Arkansas bred. It went 9 and change. They bought it for $600,000. A trainer I know, Blake Kelly, who you met, Karen, you didn't meet him, but Mikey Martin runs a farm for the guy that he trains for.
Oh, okay.
And you remember Mikey Martin at the NHC. And then this Blake Kelly guy offered $300,000 for that Army mule Archibred. And they said nah, and they got $600,000 at the sale, which is pretty expensive for an Arkansas bred.
Yeah.
But the money's good now, and the only thing is with the Archibreds, you got to hope they can run on dirt, obviously, so you could take that money down.
All right. Well, we should probably wrap up, guys, but we could talk after the show ends. Kieran, play the Jaramillo song and then take us out. Or just take us out and then play the Jaramillo song. And we're out. Thank you, Steve-O, for joining us.
I'll see you guys.
Quick, where can people find you?
They can find me on my first name at my first name and last name on
Here
Twitter.
it is, right there.
There it is.
I got the right one.
And my YouTube channel is Horsebit Racing.
Horsebit Racing. All right. Well, you'll be back, so we'll have plenty of time to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
DTL Crew, cannot thank you guys enough. Good job, John White.
We'll figure out something to do in the next week. We can't not do something. I'm sure we'll find something for one day.
I'll be in Arkansas. If you guys want to do a show in Arkansas,
100%.
I'll bring my laptop down there. I'll be live on site. And if you want to do the late pick 3, then count me in.
Absolutely, because Kieran can't go 2 days without the attention, so he's going to need to do something. So we will have
what am I going to handicap?
Do something with you.
Usually on Mondays I start handicapping the Friday card. So yeah, it'd be nice to do something new.
He'll be chomping it a bit. All right, get out, get up, get paid. DTL Crew in America, DTL Crew in Venezuela, South America, and all over the world.
Like and subscribe. We need those likes. Even just a like helps the algorithm for us.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
From the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made, and Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk flash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Whoa, Jaramillo, riding like the devil's on his step. Whoa, Jaramillo, whip cracks out attacks, watch that horse. Double trouble in the stretch, crowd screaming loud, and Michel Jaramillo bringing fire to the ground. Whoa, Jaramillo, he's burning down the track tonight.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.